2023. This is it. This is it. Nothing else matters. This is it. Before I go any further, like I always do, let me go ahead and bring up the inactives because some really important stuff happened here today. As we know, Tua Tagovailoa is not going to be active. Noah, I'm not going to say his last name, Iggy, he's out. Cedric Wilson is out. Brennan Scarlett, who they just signed, is out. Kendall Lamb, who they just signed last week, is out. Oh my God, Teron Armstead isn't playing either. Neither is Tanner Connor. So let me ask you, did you notice a name that was normally on the inactives list not there? I'm going to show it again. Look hard. Who's not on this inactive list? The person not on this inactive list, which is probably benefiting because Cedric Wilson is inactive, is Eazy-E. Could we finally see Eric Ezukanma on the field in the last game of the season? I've been waiting for this kid to play since July. Since they went into camp, I've just been completely infatuated with how he plays, and we never saw him. We never saw him all season long. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why we haven't seen Eric Ezukanma, but he's just not. Now he is active, so we should see something. Love that. So I just want to take a second as we're getting ready to go to the game and address this Tua issue. It seems like it offended a lot of people. Not a lot. I mean, I had almost 16,000 people view the video, and I had some comments from people complaining that I turned my back on Tua. Not going to get in that today, but let you know there's a video coming out tomorrow where I will be addressing that in great detail again. Some people have some really, really weird opinions. I just want to set the record straight with that. So check it out tomorrow. You're going to see that, as this is probably the whole. Nope, I'm going to hold my thought there. There may be another broadcast, another game broadcast, but we'll see. Let you know about the changes. I had a comment today, which was very interesting. Is it coming? There it is. From Robert Jason. Says, Barry is always happy to join you. Will you be active during the off season when it finally happens? So let me just tell you guys, this was the first year I've ever done this. It was extremely pleasant and fun and energetic, and I love doing this. But we're going to be making some big changes in the off season. To answer your question succinctly, yes, I will be broadcasting throughout the year. However, it's going to be going to more of a podcast format, and I'm going to be talking about all NFL teams. I'm going to be talking about sports. I'm going to be talking about, I don't want to get into the NBA because I don't like the NBA, but all about football. Different studio, different backgrounds going on here. Different sponsors coming in, thankfully, because you guys did so well in viewing this channel for the last 6 or 7 months. I've got some people that want to be a part of this whole thing. And, the last week or two kind of turned me off with the fanboy stuff. That's it. I'm not going to be doing that stuff anymore. I'm going to be bringing news to you, building the brand, and in talking about football, college football, what's going on behind the scenes, talking about some financial news with football. I think on Tuesday I have a video coming out about Tua's contract, all kinds of different things. But I'm going to get away from the format that a lot of YouTubers do, where they, broadcast the keys to the game and then they talk about what happened at the game and then they broadcast it. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do some live broadcasts, which are basically going to be CBS News. And then we're going to have stories like 60 Minutes. So it's going to be a different business model completely, where it's away from the fanboy stuff and more about the sport. So I hope you guys enjoy it, because I thank you for all you people who did, hang out with me for an entire season. I'm watching the time. That's why I keep looking down. I thank you for that completely. You're going to see a content shift. And I just wanted to address somebody's comment that was made on YouTube the other day, where they said, Barry, it just seems like you're posting the post. No, you couldn't be further from the truth. I won't flip the camera on if I don't feel like I have something to say. You may not like what I have to say. You may not enjoy what I have to say, but I'm saying it because I want to say it. And so never think that, Barry's bored. He's sitting around and he's trying to come up with some ideas. Nope, ain't going to happen. Hey, there was a guy, Greg Grandizer. He got mad at me the other day and he said it looked like I was just posting the post. And then I had turned on Tua and I made a quote to him. I'm going to tell you about it right now. It was from the words of Geddy Lee from Rush. And those words are, all the world's a stage. We are merely players, performers and portrayers, each another's audience. What you may not like, somebody else may like. What I may not like, somebody else may want to do. We're all performers and portrayers. And sometimes you got to tickle the ivories and poke the nest and get people to have substantive, cognitive comment, not just the same old fanboy discourse. So I thank you for indulging me for 6 or 7 months, and I continue as I move forward with my content, poking that nest. And I want you to come back and say, Barry, you're full of shit. Barry, stop swearing. Barry, I think this, I think that, because that means you're interested. And I just want to keep going. I'll never, ever, unless people get nasty, I won't delete your comments and things of that nature. All right. That being said, thanks for being here and thanks for whatever happens today. Let me just jump into the keys to the game. I can wait because there's 1 minute left before kickoff because it's going to be quick and easy. Quick and easy what the keys to the game are. You know what the keys to today's game is? Win. Win. There is nothing else. Do whatever. I don't care if you have a punt return. I don't care if you have an interception return. I don't care if you force a fumble and run it in. I don't care if you run the ball 40 times. I don't care if you throw the ball 40 times. There is no plan to the game. There is no key. The key, and forget everybody else who has said it, the key is to friggin' win. That's it. Do everything. Leave it all on the field. There is no tomorrow unless you make a tomorrow. There is no further of the season unless you make a further of the season. Talking to the team. This is it. I mean, the kickoff is roughly 1 minute. So something else I want to tell you. I've also got the scoreboard. I've got our scoreboard ready to go. And I've got the scoreboard for the New England Buffalo game ready to go. So I can keep you guys updated as to when that stuff posts, where we are with that. Because actually, I hope they don't even show it in the stadium because I don't want the guys peeking up. I don't want the guys wondering what's going on in Buffalo. Hey, what's the score? None of your business. You got to take care of business here. Nothing else matters. Don't look up at the scoreboard. Don't wonder what's going on in Buffalo. Play today like it's the only game you have to play because it is. It's do or die. You get in this situation as a professional athlete, and it's all on you. Every man up, not next man. Every coach up. There's nothing to turn to. There's no excuses. Live for another day and see what happens. Somebody said here, the waiting is over. What's this comment here I want to say? This is Skylar's moment to redeem himself. No. This is the entire team's moment to redeem themselves. This is a 53-man effort. This is there is no tomorrow. And even if you do pour your guts out, even if you do pour your hearts out on the field, blood, sweat, and tears, it may be for naught. If New England beats Buffalo, doesn't mean anything. The only thing it means right now is do your part. Do your part. Worry about Buffalo after. I personally, I would hate to be playing the Buffalo Bills today. I would hate to have to line up against a team that has that much adrenaline, that much pump in that home stadium. Can you imagine walking into this stadium today after what happened with Damar Hamlin and the complete just umbrella and cloud of death right before their eyes and how down they were. And then for this guy to wake up. Oh my God, this team's going to want to run through walls. So I don't know what Bill Belichick has in store for the Buffalo Bills, but it ain't going to be pretty. The only thing I can think of is they're too emotional. They're over the top emotional. They're so nervous. They're so anxious that maybe it'll give New England a chance. That being said, if that's not the case, New England might get blown the F out today. It might. I mean, guys, this team right now, they know what happened with DeMar. They saw it. They got a reprieve. The young man somehow survived everything he survived. The words he said to his team, which I'm going to get into my video tomorrow about Tua, are just amazing. Andrew says we're missing a lot of key offensive players. Going to be hard against that Jet defense. No excuse. No excuse. Don't even bring it up. We don't care. This is today. All right, so getting ready to kick off. I see Raheem Mostert. While they're doing that, I'm going to try and get the scoreboard up and running. Boom, it's there. Okay, here we go. It's 79 degrees, which means it might cause some problems with the guys from New York. But in any event, Jets are kicking off. We're receiving, which means the Jets will get the ball on the other side of the half. Let's go. There's the kickoff. And it goes out of the end zone. So I'm seeing people see touchdown Bills. I'm refreshing the... Oh, there it is. I thought it was refreshing my Bills thing here. Let me see. Boom. I'm not seeing, but it says touchdown Buffalo on the screen, so maybe they scored. All right, here we go, Skylar. Skylar is up. Let's see if I can find that score. Yeah, it's not changing. Change me for our game, which is most important. All right. Skylar's under center. 1st and 10. First play, he's already changing the play, which is bold for a rookie, but he must have had some base plays to change. Waddle goes in motion, hands off goes to Mostert. He busts through for about 6 yards. Take it. So line is Greg Little at left tackle instead of Armstead, Liam Eichenberg, Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, and I forgot couldn't see who the last one, they moved too fast. Durham Smythe is starting at tight end instead of Mike Gesicki. Don't know why they won't do it, but that's it. Okay. 2nd and 4 from about the 31-yard line. Tyreek's in motion. Handoff goes to Mostert. He dances through for about maybe 1.5, 2 yards. Offense line didn't get any kind of a push. That's because, as you would imagine, the Jets are stacking. The Jets are telling Mike McDaniel, and in just 2 plays, the Jets are telling Mike McDaniel, hey, dude, you're going to have to throw to win this game. We're going to make you throw. We're going to bunch the line up and make you use this kid to throw to win this game. So here we go. 3rd and 2. First 3rd down of the game. He's got Mostert to the right. He's in the shotgun. Let's see just what he does here. He gets the ball. He looks to the left. Shotgun. Boom. Just throws it to Tyreek out in the flat for, you know what it is.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
All right. So Charlie 3 says the talking heads on TV are talking about Tua not being there with the team. I told you guys that. People got mad at me for saying it, but it is true. Okay. Oops. What did I do there? Hit the wrong button. Oh, there we go. Take it off here. All right. 1st and 10 from the 41. He's under center. He's got tight end in motion. Another handoff. This time Raheem Mostert goes for about 7 or 8. If he can get that kind of yardage, if he can keep getting 6, 7, 8 yards on first down, we're looking good. We're going to be looking good. Hey, Sabrina, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in today. And no, it's not a first down yet, Grandizer, unless you're ahead of me already, which could be possible with this YouTube TV thing. Who knows? But nice run. Eichenberg just completely drives me crazy. Always looking for someone to hit somebody. Okay, I see where Grandizer, I don't know if they're going to give him a first down on this. Might be 3rd and 1 here. Eichenberg as the left guard. If you watch him during the game as an old lineman, I focus a lot on the line. The guy's always looking for someone to hit. Find someone in the white jersey and stick your helmet in their chest. That's who you have to hit. Don't be looking around on who you should be hitting. It's ridiculous. Take a bite of flesh on every single play. All right, first and 10. They gave him the first down.
Miami Dolphins.
All right. Jimbo, see, I'm going to show you something what Jimbo just said, okay? You guys are going to lose it on me. All right, first and 10 from about the 50. Skylar's in the shotgun. He's got Gesicki in motion. He's back to pass, and he threw a really, really horrible pass behind Tyreek. So, Jimbo Canobit says, Damar Hamlin just tweeted OMFG. That's what I said in my video, and nobody wanted to hear it. Oh, Barry, he's not allowed to. Tua's not allowed to tweet. Tua's not allowed. BS. If you want to get behind this team, you could have got behind this team. Again, I'm not going to do that much today, but I had to bring that up. All right, here we go. Second and 10. Really horrible throw by Skylar on that play. He's got Tyreek coming in slow motion. He fakes an inside handoff, throws it to Gesicki, I believe, for maybe 3 or 4 yards. It is what it is. Vipey White, you're you're absolutely right. Hey man, if you can eat, you can tweet. Absolutely. And as we know with Damar, if you can sit with an IV and stuff up your nose and you can cheer your team on, yeah, you can cheer your team on with a concussion. So all right, I'm gonna stop that. 3rd and 7. Skylar is in a shotgun, empty backfield as Jeff Wilson goes in motion. And there we go. And that's going to be the Dolphins' first penalty. This one's on the offensive line. Let's go to Josh Boyer right now.
And don't beat yourself. I think that puts you in the best position to win.
Josh is absolutely right. And the Dolphins do as they do every single game that we happen to watch. Create a penalty. You put extra pressure on the young quarterback. It's 3rd and 12. You're out of down and distance. Same old Dolphins. All right, here we go. He's in the shotgun. Love that you put extra pressure on this young kid, so you know you can't run here. Everybody on the field knows you can't run. You do a quick screen out to Waddle. Nice call, but you unfortunately did it on 3rd and 12, so you're going to be short and you're going to have to punt. Unbelievable. Number 57 seems to be hurt on the play. Maybe it's a cramp. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to talk about this too. Kevin Izzy. For the last friggin' time, may we never have to say this again. Criticism is not hate. Criticism does not mean you're turning your back on somebody. God knows my wife criticizes me every single day just about, but we've been married for 30 years. Criticism is not hate. I want to slap you. I want to slap every Dolphins fan who goes, oh my God, you can't talk about Tua. Eat it. I'm talking about Tua. He's not doing right by this team. I am still behind Tua. I am still behind the Miami Dolphins. I am probably one of Tua's biggest supporters, but that allows me, that gives me the currency to say, you're friggin' up. You're screwing up right now, Tua, and I can say that. So, no, I am not turning on Tua. Jeez, man, y'all be an adult here. Understand. Just because you criticize your kids, you get in a fight with your wife, does not mean you do not stand behind them. I'll tell you what, my wife and I have had drop-down arguments over a 30-year period, but she's up in North Carolina visiting Dad right now. And if she called me and says somebody got in her face, I'd be in a jet tomorrow. Right away after this game or beforehand, click the button and go up there. That being said, it's 4th and 5, and Mike McDaniel seems to be rolling the dice. He's got Skylar in the shotgun, unless he's going to do this. Nope, it's a play. He's back to pass. He's not going to get it off. He's scrambling. He's looking. He's still looking. He's evaded a rush so far, and then he gets hit out of bounds. Good job, Mike. Good job. Love that call. Love that you put that freshman quarterback in a position on 3rd and 12 and roll them out and have nobody open. Good job. Good job. All right. Yeah. Jack. Exactly right. But my wife she's never laid hands on me, but I'm sure she's looked at me many a times over 30 years and go, I just want to backslap you. I just want to give you one. Because she cares about me. Because she knows I should do better. She knows. You know it with your kids. Hey, man, I want to backslap you. Or as, Shamu said, slap you to sleep. Doesn't mean I don't care. I don't understand why people in this day and age are so lily-skinned, just paper. Oh, my feelings. Oh, my feelings. F your feelings. Grow up. We're adults. Maybe I come from a different era, but my coaches would grab the front of my helmet and scream at me so loud, spit would be hitting me in the face. I wasn't worried about the Rona. It was landing on my face and stuff, and he's screaming at me. And then later on, he'd give me a hug. Didn't mean he didn't care about me. Nobody on the team. Same thing with my teammates. Scream at him. Put a foot up their butt. Do whatever you needed to do. Didn't mean you didn't love them. Didn't mean you didn't want them to be better. Right now, Tua is letting the team and fan base down, and he needs to be called out on it. And anyone who thinks otherwise, turn off the channel. Go unsubscribe. I can do that because I've earned, I feel, over 7 or 8 months of putting out this stuff about standing behind Tua. He's my guy. He's my QB1. But right now, today, if I was sitting at the dinner table with him, I'm like, dude, you messed up. You're still messing up. You need to get out there. But anyway. No, they're still in commercial. Dude, I would never just keep talking over the game. They're in some sort of commercial break. They're showing the shitty play that Skylar just had. Long break. I'm not sure why it's so long. Kind of crazy. And they're showing that basically there was nobody open. They had everybody covered. But I'm wondering why there wasn't a play for a tight end on that. But anyway, all right, it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 on the 39.5 yard line. 36-year-old Joe Flacco. I'll give you a hint about Joe Flacco, how he and I have something in common. But he hands it off to their halfback, who gets crushed by Christian Wilkins and their boys. Little side fact about Barry. Joe Flacco played at the University of Delaware, which is where I am from, University of Delaware. So every game I've ever watched Joe Flacco play, I've always rooted for him. Today, Joe, I hope you get through the game healthy. I hope you're 36 years old and that you make this, get through without any breaks or anything. But I want my boys to come after you today. I need my boys to come after you. All right, 2nd and 8. Flacco's in a shotgun. He throws a pass. Almost tipped to an interception by Xavier. No, that's Kyler Kohu. Tipped the ball. We didn't get called for interference and almost an interception. Or as Mina Kimes only use that term when it's Tua. That time Joe Flacco had an almost interception. Not sure if they keep those stats for other quarterbacks in the league. So now we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. They're going to call it 3rd and 8 on the field. Flacco's in the shotgun. By the way, in case you guys don't know, Joe Flacco has one of the best arms in the game. So they're getting after him, and boom, he throws about a 15 or 20 yard out, complete for a 1st down. Like I just said, Flacco still has one of the best arms in the game. He threw, let's see, this pass is probably 20 yards on an outplay, which makes it probably 30 yards, and he did it with a flick of the wrist. Don't underestimate the arm strength of Joe Flacco. He's not going to run away from you. He's not that elusive, but he'll burn you with that arm. Right now he's under center. Let's see here. Got a man in motion. Dolphins are creeping up, looking as they're going to do a run blitz, and he hands it off, and that was ugly. That was big Sealer in there, taking him down for about a 3-4 yard loss. Gotta love that. I can talk a lot about Joe Flacco because I've seen him so many times back when he was playing in college, all the way through the pros. The guy's just got a monster arm, and I haven't seen it decay much, if at all. So defensive backs, you can't slack off from the passing game because the third string 36-year-old quarterback. He's in a shotgun right now, 2nd and 14. Don't slack off. He'll burn you. He's got the ball. They come after him with a blitz. Nicely done. Van Ginkel stops the quick dink, but okay, you got pressure on him. He had to dump it off. So he may have got a yard on that play. Loved that call by Josh Boyer by getting in there. As I said, Flacco is not going to run away from you. He is a sitting duck. Basically no mobility. So if you can get there, get there. Some of the guys from ESPN who I earlier were played some of their stuff, and they're like, stop with the blitz. This is the one quarterback that you can probably blitz all day. 3rd and 13, Flacco's in the shotgun. They're coming after him. This time they gave him time. He just throws it over the middle, no flag, and that should be 4th down. 4th and 13. All right, good. Get him off the field. Great defensive series. Tom Stockwell says they actually stopped him on 3rd down. Yeah, because you can stop this team. Like I said, and Jalen Phillips put Flacco on his butt after he threw the ball. Is that Jalen? Yeah, Jalen Phillips. You can do that. You're going to be able to get pressure on Flacco all day. He's not going to run away from you. Just can't give him time, because if you give that 36-year-old veteran time, he will pick you apart. He can get the ball wherever he wants to on the field if he's given time. All right, so here's the punt. Field position's about to shift. Let's see if he goes for the corner, if he just kicks it and it goes out of the end zone. Let's see what happens here. It's deep. Oh, it may be like at the 1 or 2. Yeah, it's going to be at the 2-yard line. So good backspin on that punt. It hit the ground and it bounced sideways, kind of went out of bounds. So 1st and 10 on the 2-yard line. I think everybody in the stadium can call the play that's coming up. Play that's coming up will probably be a running play to Jeff Wilson or Raheem Mostert. Let's see what we got here. 1st and goal in 98. You're absolutely right. This is Leandro Menendez. Please don't abandon the run game. Right here, I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe just a couple quarterback sneaks, but the flip of field position is pretty bad. We need to keep the energy going. The defense just set the table. Offense has got to feed on it. Did I see the Hurricane recruiting class? I didn't see the whole Hurricane recruiting class, but I did watch some of the All-American Bowl. I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh my God, the East just destroyed the West. And there was this halfback / wide receiver / slot guy, whatever he's going to be, who's a Miami Hurricanes recruit. And he was badass. I mean, badass. Man, Mario Cristobal's got something coming on. Jules said this is where bad things happen. Yeah, it could be on the 2-yard line, especially with the rookie quarterback out there. Wow. Pound the rock. You're going to have no choice right now. You can't put, I'd say you can't. I hope he doesn't put Skylar in a position where he has to throw the ball from the end zone. Barry likes Notre Dame. Oh yeah, I'm a big Notre Dame fan. Where is it? There it is, right there. Notre Dame banner. And then there's another one on this side, right there. Notre Dame. Yes, I am a Notre Dame fan through and through. Actually, longer Notre Dame fan than Miami Dolphins fan. Was a Notre Dame fan ever since I got recruited as a junior in high school. And that's going back some years. I'm telling you, I don't know how, well, I know how kids nowadays don't go to Notre Dame because of the NIL and different things that Notre Dame requires. But there's nothing like walking into Notre Dame Stadium and then seeing Touchdown Jesus and like, it's overwhelming as a kid. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. All right, we're back on here. Let's see what we got. Waiting for the refs to get off the TV, but okay, they just broke the huddle, and they're on about the 1.5. Actually, Skylar's feet are touching the goal line. That's how far back. Handoff goes to Jeff Wilson. He gets out about 3 or 4 yards before they stuff him. So we got a little bit of room. So we're out to about the 6-yard line. Got to push some more. Don't do something stupid here. It was funny watching that All-American Bowl yesterday and watching that kid from the Miami crew play. And he ran the Wildcat a few times. And I'm like, that's it. Put Tyreek back there in the Wildcat and just let him scoot. All right, 2nd and 6. All right, Skylar's under center. Get Alex Ingold in the backfield. Nice power formation. This is going to be a run. Boom, there it is. And he gets about 1, so it's going to be third and 2, maybe I'm going to call it. Maybe 3rd and 2. I'd run it again. Don't even put Skylar in a position yet where he's going to have to make a mistake this deep in the end zone or in your end. Don't do it. Hand it off. Doesn't work. Punt it. 3rd and 4. Or just dink it. Dunk it. One of those. But don't put Skylar in a position where he has to be, as he said, the hero. You don't have to be the hero. Oh boy, they're not listening. They've got Skylar in an empty backfield. He's got the snap. Pass rush is in. He's trying to evade the pass rush. He's just running around back there, and he throws the ball into traffic, and somehow Tyreek catches that ball. Oh my God.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I don't know how, number one, why he threw it, and number two, how the hell did Tyreek catch this ball? There are literally, I mean, look at this again, there are literally 3 or 4 jets around Tyreek, and he catches it. First down. We'll take it. Wow. All right, here we go. He's in a shotgun around about the 22-yard line. He's changing the play. There's a snap. He was late on the handoff to Jeff Wilson, but he got it. He's still up on his feet. Boom! About 12-yard, 13-yard gain.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, Robert. I mean, he does have an arm, and Tyreek was open, but there was a real narrow window. But he got it there for sure. For sure. All right, Jeff Wilson with a nice run there. Now we're shifting the field, which is really, really important right now. Skylar is already 4 for 6 for 33 yards. All right, 1st and 10. Kid looks confident, that's for sure. Very confident. Around about the 35-yard line. Play action. Get rid of it. He throws off his back foot to a wide open. Who is that? Wide open Durham Smythe.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Wow. Off his back foot. He wings it. And Durham Smythe is out there wide open. I mean, wide open for, probably about a 25-yard gain. And Skylar took a hit. I mean, he took a serious hit. And he stayed in there to make the catch. So, I don't know. I guess we saw Teddy Bridgewater must be active because he wasn't inactive. So, his pinky must be feeling okay. But, dude, don't get hurt because if we have to bring Teddy dog water in, we're in trouble. All right, 1st and 10. Skylar is in a shotgun. Oh, my God, the ball snapped over his head. Get on it. Oh, he got on it. Bad snap. Let's see what Josh Boyer has to say about that. Josh, you watching the game? Yeah.
And don't beat yourself. I think that puts you in the best position to win. And don't beat yourself. I think that puts you in the best position to win.
He's absolutely right. Don't beat yourself. Okay, so we had a penalty on the last drive, and on this drive, the center decides to snap it, not hearing any sort of snap count, and luckily, Skylar puts it up. So we're in a 2nd and 32 situation here. Not sure what play he's going to call. I see he's decided to run it to, Raheem. That's from 3 or 4 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and probably 26. I don't know what play on that sheet he's got, but I would say just run it, punt it, try again next series. 3rd and down 26. Or, maybe throw it deep. Can't lose anything. Send Tyreek, send Jalen, throw it 30, 40 yards downfield. If they intercept it, at least it's the same as a punt at this point. 3rd and 26, that's your choices. Don't waste a player coming across the middle. He's in a shotgun, empty backfield. Throw it deep. Get it out there. Now they run the same receiver screen for about 2 yards. You can't do that when you're 3rd and 26. You're not going to go anywhere. You might as well air it out, throw it deep, and don't even worry about there being an interception. This play was nothing. That made no sense. Oh gosh. Okay, we're in for a punt. 4th and 23. It's off. They didn't really rush, so he had no pressure. It's going to be down to about the 11-yard line. Let's take some comments here. Yep, Tom, absolutely. He's playing a field position game. He did flip it by 85 yards. We had to start on our 2. They're going to start at their 11. You see the chess game. But see, on that play, though, I would have taken a shot. You had nothing to lose. You had nothing to lose for him to just get back there and tell everybody, just go deep, like in the playground, just go deep. And if you throw it deep and he makes the catch, you got a first down. You throw it deep and they intercept it, yeah, you're going to have to punt anyway. It goes incomplete, you still have to punt. There was no harm in taking a shot in that play. That was the play that you want to let Skylar Thompson show this defense he's got an arm. There was nothing to lose, except if the offensive line didn't block. But, yeah, we've seen that. Who said this? Kevin Edison says, boo. He's like, I'm done watching this team. I will have more fun watching paint dry. It's obvious that he's decided he's not going to give the kid a shot. And it's also obvious that they continue to beat themselves. So we've had 2 drives, and both of them were killed by the Miami Dolphins, not by the New York Jets. My goodness, put the scouting team out to play. Jimbo, where'd your comment go? I just saw it. Okay, Jimbo Kenovitz says, don't even have to draw that one in the sand. Just go deep. Yeah. You guys are sitting here, and if anyone thinks that's a bad call, let me know. I'd like to bring it up. But it's 3rd and 30 or 26. Just go. I'm just gonna throw it as far as I can, and only 3 things are gonna happen. It's gonna get caught, it's gonna get intercepted, or it's gonna get dropped. And from where you are, what difference does it make? Like I said, go all out. Throw in a 3-yard screen pass that gets you 4 yards isn't going all out. To me, that's waving a white flag, kind of. All right. So let's see what happens next year. Okay. I can't get my Buffalo score to update. I wonder why. Let me see what happens. Is it gonna? Okay, now. Okay, I've got the Buffalo score updated here, so I can show it to you. It's 7-7. 5:45 left in the first period. Tie game up there. Gonna keep watching it. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see. I'm looking for everybody. Yeah, there he was. Okay, I was looking to see. I didn't see Chubb on the inactive list, but I haven't noticed him on the field as of yet. All right, Joe Flacco is under center. He changed the play or alignment. There it is. It's a handoff to the left side and goes for about 2 yards before the Dolphins eat it up and throw him to the ground. I'm still looking to see if I see Bradley Chubb out there, but I don't. They're showing the highlights from the Buffalo game, and Mac Jones threw a pass for a touchdown that didn't look like a touchdown, but I guess it's a touchdown. I did want them to run if they weren't going to do anything, but I didn't want them to just waste it down. 2nd and 7. Another inside handoff by Flacco to the Jets fullback or halfback, stuffed again. So we're going to see a real exciting game today, folks. I think they're going to like. Did you guys take the under? Because it might be the under that you're going to cash in on today. Because, oh my God, these teams right now just don't seem functional. Miami should be playing. The defense is playing up. The offense, I don't know. I'm still not happy with it. Stuffed though. All right. I'm looking for Chubb. I'm looking all over for Chubb. Is he out there? Let's see here. All right, 3rd and 6 at the end of the first quarter. Yes, Chubb is on the field. Chubb is on the field. I can confirm they just showed him. All right, here we go. I think Florida Bigfoot says, I think a draw play would have been a good decision as well, at least for better field position to punt, or yes, throw a deep pass with nothing to lose on that play. Let's see. He is playing. Yep, Pablo, I just saw him. He's out there on the field for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Too many mistakes. Captain Big says, too many mistakes. McDaniel needs to stop being their friend and start being their boss. So I'd like to know from you guys. Okay, I brought it up in a video. What do you guys think? And I'm pausing because I know a lot of you are going to erupt. The rumor has begun, especially with the absence of Tua for 14 days. Do the Dolphins go after Tom Brady and bring him in to help tutor Tua and Skylar moving forward? Obviously, Mike Glennon is just there as a placeholder. Do you bring in somebody like a Brady in the twilight of his career just to show these young guys how it's done? Tua's still under contract. For everyone thinking Tua's going to be gone, unless they trade him, which I don't think is going to happen, Tua's still under contract. He's not going anywhere. Skylar's under contract. Obviously, Bev isn't the coach they need helping these guys moving forward. A playing coach, essentially like Tom Brady, I don't know, could be worth it. Ray, I thank you for this. The haters they just want to hate, which is why I don't pay much attention to them, and I'm not afraid to say what I want to say. Jimbo says, I take Tom Brady in a half a second, don't even have to think about it for sure. I've heard some people say, well, no, he beat us so bad when he with the Patriots. Seriously? Is that your rationale for not bringing in the best quarterback of all time to help out Tua and Skylar and Mike McDaniels because he used to beat us? Whew, wow. That's crazy. Let's see here. I commented like 5 months ago, Brady will come to the Dolphins. They will bring more defense. Save my comment. Just think about it. It makes sense. His kids are here. His ex-wife is here. His business interest. Everything makes sense. All right, here we go. We're back to the game. Okay, 3rd and 6. Flacco's in the shotgun. He gets a snap. Not really any pressure. He throws it short. It's going to be probably 4th and 1. Nice tackle. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that gets me excited when I see the guys actually hitting out there. Nice hit. Who was it? Kiter Kohu. So it's 4th and 1. They're going to have to punt. Richard Young, you're absolutely right. And Brady wouldn't even think about this team unless you had a major offensive line upgrade. But just think how many guys would want to come to play with Brady. All right, so it looks like it's Javon Holland that's going to be returning the punt. 4th and 1. See if the Jets try anything funny. There's the snap, and the punt is off. And he calls for a fair catch about the 18-yard line. All right, let's go, Dolphins. Bandit says, I also heard them talking about Aaron Rodgers. That would be something. Aaron Rodgers playing out his twilight down here in Miami. Wait a minute. Who said that? Miko Darkblade said Brady thinks only about Brady. He's the enemy unless you want Tua to start screaming at it to everyone. I think the guys in New England, the guys with like 5 and 6 rings, and I think the guys in Tampa who won a ring who hadn't had one would beg to differ with your comment. So if Brady only thinks about Brady, I bet you there's a long list of fellow teammates who would disagree. A long list of them. What else we got? What? Brady is not the best of all time. Only the most successful? What else are you measuring it by? If you're not measuring it by rings, what are you measuring it by? Oh, someone threw X amount of yards? Johnny Unitas? That doesn't make any sense. Nico says, where'd that go? Our offense could be Tom Brady, Tyreek, Waddle, Gronk. Maybe that makes a lot of sense. Raheem, Jeff Wilson, yeah. Absolutely. That's what I'm looking at. Again, let me put the big asterisk up. Let me put the big star up. I am not turning on Tua. Do I have to keep saying that to people? I believe Tua is going to be that guy. I do believe it. I think he can be that guy now. I don't think he's had the mentorship that needs to take him to that elite level. Can you imagine? Just think for a second. Instead of just off the cuff freaking out, just imagine being able to sit in a room for 12 months with a guy like Tom Brady. You're a quarterback and you get to just by osmosis, just coming out of his pores, what you're going to learn. Jeez, guys. Come on, man. Come on. Think about that. All right. We're getting ready. I still see the score 7-7 in Buffalo. Okay, here we go. They're showing Zach Wilson just looking like a pretty upset little boy on the sidelines. All right, Skylar, 1st and 10 from your 19. You're in the shotgun. You're bringing, looks like Waddle in motion. He's looking real deep. He doesn't have the time. He dumps it off to Raheem Mostert, who tried to break a tackle and didn't and got 1 yard maybe. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. We'll give you 2nd and 9. He did look. He looked up, but there was just nothing there. Let's see if Sauce Gardner tackled. So, oh, there was someone. Tyreek was open. I don't know how he didn't see that. Man, boom, right there at about the 30-yard line. You had him twice. Didn't throw it. All right, 2nd and 9. He's in a shotgun again. He's got Raheem Mostert behind him. Let's see what happens. He puts Eazy-E in motion. Hands off right up the middle to Raheem Mostert. He got maybe 1 or 2. So here we go. 3rd and long again. 3rd and 6 or 7 is what's going to be here. 3rd and 8, they're calling it. I like seeing Eazy-E on the field there. That was got to get him the ball. Let me see what Eazy-E can do. Number 18 is Eric Ezukanma. That's what I'm referring to when I say Eazy-E. Eric Ezukanma. Hey, Brandy, how you doing? Love you too, girl. All right, 3rd and 8. Let's see what happens on the snap. Empty backfield, so you can pretty much guess this is a throw. Let's see if the Jets come after him. They've got a 4-man front. He's backpedaling. He's looking deep. He's throwing it deep, and there's nobody where he threw it to. And I don't know. I'm looking at Tyreek and his emotion. I don't know if Skylar threw the wrong route or if, this guy, Sauce Gardner, is holding him. It was interference. The ref's looking right at him. Right at him. Everyone keeps saying that Sauce Gardner is the best cornerback in the league. I'd be the best cornerback in the league if I could hold you. Oh, my God. The punt goes back, chasing it back to the 25. He eludes the first defender. He's at about to the 46-yard line. My God, if you guys saw that play. The ref was standing right there. The ref watched him. The ref watched him hold him. And I don't mean it wasn't like a little. He basically just stopped his progression so he couldn't move. And the ref looked right at it. Don't tell me that some of this stuff isn't rigged. Either that or you need to get some new referees. That was just awful. Robert, you're absolutely right. Why they would let a rookie hold like that and then laud him in the press as being an amazing cornerback is beyond me. We just, that's not playing cornerback. That's cheating, and it's being allowed and then lauded in the press that he's such a great cornerback. Well, yeah, if you're not going to call holding on somebody or interference or impede, makes my head blow up. Hey, Brandy. Brandy says, I want to know why some refs call things and other refs don't, and why the refs are allowed to make bad calls and affect games the way they do. Let me see if I can get Roger Goodell on the phone. Hey, Roger, what the hell is up? Oh, you don't want the Miami to win right now because the New England Patriots game in Buffalo's not settled yet. So you need to keep them both close so that both television audiences continue to watch. Oh, I got you. Right. So long as it's 0-0 in Miami and tied in Buffalo, it keeps advertisers happy because there's eyeballs on both games. Got it. All right. Check back with you in a little while. So just hearing from Roger just told me why they didn't call holding or interference on that play, because we're all still watching. If the Dolphins won here and they were way ahead and he scored a touchdown, then you may switch to watch the New England game because we all have an interest in the New England game. But right now, both games are tied, so nobody's switching channels. Right, Roger? Because there's no other explanation. Nobody can tell me the ref didn't see it. He was looking right at him. Millions of people were watching the screen, looking right at him. No call. No call whatsoever. What you say? I'd get gloves. I'd get gloves to match opponents' uniforms to hide, to hold, and take the fine. Yeah. I mean, Mike McDaniel's got to be screaming. They're getting ready. It's not fair. I know there's no. I don't even know what to say. It's ridiculous. And now they're saying that looks like the communications are messed up. Mike can't communicate with Skylar. Whew. Yeah, this is common. All right, 1st and 10 from the 45. Joe Flacco is under center. He's back to pass. He's going to get sacked, it looks like. He gets the ball off. Incomplete. Joe Flacco will not beat the Miami Dolphins unless he has time to throw. I'll go ahead and say that with 12:25 left. He's not going to be the elusive quarterback. He's not Justin Fields. He's not running anywhere. He's going to look to throw it and use that big arm, that gun of his, and place the ball. So this time it looks like two guys got in his face. Sealer just destroyed a halfback, and he got a hit on him. So here we go, 2nd and 10. He's back to pass. He threw it quickly for a first down. The receiver gets about 15, 17 yards. That's how Joe Flacco will beat you. If you're soft in the secondary, he'll find the open guy and hit him. So that's just what he did right there. Wilkins has held every single game. Clambuck says that McDaniels has not been the genius so far he's been touted to be. He's plays with a lot of insecurity. He's proven to be just a Yale history professor. Ouch. Ouch, bro. Whew, that was hot. That was hot. All right, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Handoff to the halfback, who goes for maybe 1 or 2 before the entire defensive line smothers him. So I like what Mike McDaniels, or rather Josh Boyer, is doing right now. He's doing basically maybe both defensive coordinators got together, had dinner. What are you going to do? I'm going to make Joe Flacco beat me. Oh, okay. What are you going to do? I'm going to make Skylar Thompson beat me. Good. Let's do that, okay? And then we'll meet afterwards, have some cocktails, maybe go down to Cheetahs afterwards. We'll see what happens. Those of you who know what Cheetahs is. All right, 2nd and 8. Flacco is back up to the line of scrimmage. He's on a shotgun. He's getting some heat. He throws it and overthrown his wide receiver. That time the Dolphins may have been able to be called for interference, and the referee just went, nope, nobody's getting any calls today. You guys are going to have to win it clean or however, because Kyler Kohu, I got to keep it real. Kyler Kohu was all over their wide receiver. Y'all saw that, okay? Don't deny it. We all got pissed off when the Jets did it. You got to see what he just did. He just mugged their wide receiver. So I'm looking at the scoreboard. Buffalo is up 13-7. Must have just scored a touchdown, looking for an extra point. Flacco right now is 3rd and 8 in his shotgun. Here comes the pressure. They're all over him. He just whips it, and it's incomplete. 4th down, punt time, 14-7. They kick the extra point. So Buffalo is up 14-7. Buffalo's doing their job. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. So they're going to have to kick the punt here. Bills are killing it. Good. Jimbo, you're not supposed to know about Tootsies. You're not supposed to know about that going on down there. Oh my God, they're going to try a 55-yard field goal. Well, let's see what this kind of leg this guy's got. And let's see the snap. Is he going to make this? And no. No. He didn't make it. So that's all right. He gave it a shot. Again, the Jets are going home. They're flying back to New York. They're out of it. They're done. Do everything. I love the fact that he took a shot at a 55-yard field goal because there is no tomorrow. Just see what you got for next year if you're Robert Saleh. All right. Michael Davis says, to me, Dan Marino is the best of all time. He just didn't have the weapons Brady had. Did you see what you did in the second half of your comment there? You just made an excuse. You said he's the best of all time, but he didn't have the weapons. It doesn't work that way, man. Let's see what we got. Good field position. What? Is this true? Tyreek in the medical tent because he got stripped of all his cloth? I hope you're making a joke. Pablo says, Pablo, you may be right. You may be right, but please don't let this game come down to Jason Sanders. You don't want that to happen. No. Good news. Miami still has a chance. Yeah, Buffalo's doing their part. Buffalo is doing their part. So by the way, did you guys watch, what's his name, Trevor Lawrence play yesterday? Whoo, scary. This kid has developed. It took him a couple years. They got rid of Urban Meyer, who didn't know what the hell he was doing. And now watching this kid throw, play, man, I was impressed. I was impressed with Trevor Lawrence. So they're going to sneak in with a 9-8 record and take the other AFC thing. So I don't know what Buffalo and Kansas City are going to do with this neutral game site or whatever. But in all likelihood, we may be going back to Buffalo. Not sure. John says that Sauce Gardner is the anointed one. Sauce Gardner has somehow been, I don't know if it's Madison Avenue up in New York and the NFL right down the street from Madison Avenue, said, let's go ahead and anoint this kid the second coming of the best cornerback ever. He's going to be Jack Tatum. He's going to be, that guy. I don't know, but they have. So they're talking about Tyreek, and they're showing the play again, and the ref was standing right there. And Tyreek's like, what, man? What? Tyreek threw his helmet down. He's pissed. And then he walked off. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Skylar is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Here we go. He hands it off to Jeff Wilson, who gets eaten up and probably lost a yard on that play. Okay. They're showing, is this the old? Yeah, this is how Buffalo, looks like Josh Allen just did what Josh Allen does. Moved around back there for a while and then caught his tight end for a touchdown. That's how they went up 14-7. I think, Monty, are you correct? Is Tyreek in the tent still? 2nd and 11. Oh, we had a guy just jumped from New York Jets, so we're going to get 5. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. Great down to take a shot. Great down. I don't know. You guys think if we do make the playoffs that if Tua is released from custody, that we have a shot? I mean, we're not going to beat the Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs with Skylar. That ain't going to happen. But, if Robert Jason says Hill is out with an ankle injury, he's questionable to return. Okay, there's a pitch to Jeff Wilson. He made it to the side, and he gets about 8. So it's going to be 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, maybe. I'd say 3rd and 1 on this. Yeah, and you're right, Fizz 305. Now is the time for this kid to step up. You got to give him a shot. I watched his college films. I watched his games. I don't know why he wasn't playing. The planets have aligned. Cedric Wilson is out. Tyreek may not return. This may be where Eric Ezukanma steps up. Remember, he's been on the practice field with Skylar. All right, here we are, 3rd and 1. Eric Ingalls trying to lead the way. Hand it off to, there he goes. That's Jeff Wilson. Gets in there for about 15. Boom. So as I was saying about Eric Ezekama, these backups practice together a lot. So I'm pretty sure that Eric Ezekama and Skylar have had some interaction back on that field. Good blocking up front by the line. Jeff Wilson exploits it. Boom. Big run. Big run. So never know. He may have some connection with Eric Ezekama. 8:41 left. And he did almost break that. Another handoff. This time it goes to Jeff Wilson. Again, I think it's Jeff. He and Raheem look so alike in their body type and everything. So it's going to be 2nd and like 7, maybe 2nd and 8. That was Jeff Wilson. Yeah, that was Jeff Wilson. So 2nd, 7, 2nd and 8 right now. Let's go. Oh, the bots are back. I must be one of the few people here. Jeez. So Eric, let's see here. 60 rushing yards to 3 yards by the Jets they have on the screen. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Skylar's in a shotgun. Inside handoff to Jeff Wilson. He's dancing through. He gets about 3 or 4. So it's going to be a manageable 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 here. Let's go. They are running the ball. Tom Stockley, you are absolutely correct here. Good to see them running the ball. McDaniel needs to remember this. I don't think he has a choice. I think he has to rely on a run, which may be something he needed to do. Maybe he needs to see that, they need to run the ball, and they can run the ball. All right, so now it's 3rd and 3. Skylar's in the shotgun. Looks like Tyreek may be back in. I'm trying to see if that's him. I'm not sure. There's a snap. He's getting pressure, chased out of the pocket, throws off balance, and that's caught by Waddle.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Oh, wait a second. We got a flag on the play. Tyreek's on the sidelines. They're showing him. He's limping, but looks like, what'd they call her? Sauce Gardner got a penalty. He tried to basically tackle Jalen Waddle. It was so egregious, they had no choice but to call it. This guy cannot cover Waddle or Tyreek without doing everything he can to inhibit their play. All right, 1st and 10 from the 19th. We're in the red zone. All right, here we go. Snap. Oh, this one doesn't look good. It's an outside handoff to Raheem. Most of it goes nowhere. They went behind the line and got him. Yeah, Barry Mack is sticking with the run. Like I said, I don't think he has any choice but to stick with the run, which may be a good thing, is if he can see the run moving. God help us, and we get into the playoffs. He knows that this team can run. 2nd and 13, that was a bad play call. I don't know why you don't attack the outside in these Jets, run up the middle, beat them up. All right, that is a stupid play, John. All right, 2nd and 12. Skylar is under center. In motion comes, it looks like Ezekama, play action play. He's throwing it deep. Who was that too? I think it was to Gesicki. Threw it deep, a deep fade route, but the guy was double covered. All right, 3rd and 12. He took a shot. Wasn't the smartest throw, but he saw his big 6'6" tight end back there. He wasn't open. He's lucky that didn't get picked. And he threw it behind him. All right, he got lucky. 3rd and 12. They could have called pass interference on that. They had hands all over Gesicki. 3rd and 12 from the shotgun on the 19th. Don't lose the points here. Take the snap. He throws that screen again. That's going to go nowhere. So it's going to be 4th down. Ball is going to be a 19. So we're looking at about a 29, 36-yard field goal by Jason Sanders. Got to take the point. Elliot, you're absolutely right. You saw it as well as I saw it. A very questionable 3rd down call. You're asking Trent Sherfield to go out there and block on a screen to the outside. Why does he not do conventional screens? I can't tell you. All right, 37-yard attempt, they're going to call it. Jason, you don't make this. Just go out the other end of the end zone. Let Morstead kick, because you got to have this. And it's up. And it looks like it's good. All right, we'll take 3. Take 3. Not much closer. Still 14-7 on the scoreboard. I have here 12:05 in the second quarter up in Buffalo. All right, 3-0. Yeah, thank God, Jules says absolutely. Sauce Gardner, yeah, Sauce Gardner, of all people, is out there complaining to the refs about his holding penalty. They should walk around with like a tablet. You know, I think they should give like some of the refs a tablet in their back pocket and say, hey, Sauce, can I show you this? Sauce, look at you. Look at what you just did. You basically butt raped this guy, and you want me to say you didn't commit a penalty, because he can whine all he wants, but everybody can see the film. Your film tells you who you are. Hate that, man. Sanders made it. Leandro says, if our defense keeps playing well, I will take a field goal every drive. Yes, I completely agree. That was by Carlos says that was by no means a guarantee. No, it was not by any means a guarantee. Absolutely not. John, I thought you got yours. Because I sent it by email. I can't tell by the screen name. Go ahead and send me an email. I'm not sure by your screen name which guy you are, John, aka Mountain Man Fishing. But send me an email, because yeah, I do have all that stuff on the ones that went out, but I can't tell which one is you. Mr. C, from this Mr. C, that's your comment is what I'm talking about. I'm not going to belabor the point. I'm not going to keep talking about it, but you guys are noticing it yourself. You guys are seeing this stuff for yourself. Tua in Miami is not on the sidelines. Tua, the captain of the Miami Dolphins, not on the sidelines. Something ain't right. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Let's see here. John. All right, John, I'll look it up after I get off of here. Wusa, somebody says, except for recent screen, I like the run to pass play calling. Yeah, I agree as well. And John, I'll look that up right after the show and get you an email and let you know what happened. Check your email, because check your spam filter as well. What's this say here? Barry, I think it would be cool to make a video showing the holding calls during the season. There are so many. Holding calls against the Dolphins or our holding calls? Because I don't think you'd have enough time to watch all that. All right. Joe Flacco on his way back out to the field, down by 3. We've got 5:17. Oops, I forgot to put the scoreboard back up. I don't know why that didn't happen. There it is right there. 5:17 left in the half. Flacco is back out there. Let's see what happens. Again, Flacco is not going to beat you unless you allow him to. He's under center right now. Probably going to be a handoff. There it is. Handoff to the right side of the field. Reason why I don't call out the defensive line who makes the tackle, because it looks like the entire defensive line makes the tackle. Raekwon Davis, Christian Wilkins, Sealer, they're all there. They just follow that scrum and just stop the run. So it's second and... What? How is this 2nd and 1? Oh, 2nd and 9. Yeah, I was like, they had 2nd and 1 on TV, and I'm like, no, he only got 1 yard there. Okay, here we go. Let me save that comment. All right, 2nd and 9. Flacco is in the shotgun. He's got a halfback out one-on-one on his right. He's going to be looking to throw deep here, right across the middle. Nice catch. Almost an interference. Yeah, almost all of that. Almost an interference. Almost an interception. Almost a catch. And it's an incomplete pass. 3rd and 9. Mark Craven, I'm just going to post this and let other people see it and let other people decide what to do with it. Biggest game of the year, no Tua. What's wrong with that picture? Posting without comment. Not even going to comment. 3rd and 9. Big down. Get him off the field here, guys. 4:32 left. Clock is stopped. Flacco's in a shotgun. oh, either we're offside or somebody jumped. Either way, at least Bradley Chubb stopped the play and didn't let him have a free play, but I think it's going to be on Bradley Chubb. He jumped, got caught. That's okay, Bradley. Don't like to see it happen. Excuse me. Josh Boyer has something to say?
And don't beat yourself. I think that puts you in the best position to win.
Yeah, Josh had to let us know that, even though it was his guy who decided he wanted to run into the New York Jets backfield unabated. He did it. All right, so it's from 3rd and 9 down to 3rd and 4. Bradley, you got to get in there and make up for this. You got Joe Flacco on the 31-yard line in a shotgun. Go get him. Go get him right here. Let's see. Oh, he did it again. Oh. Let's see who they blame it on. Bradley Chubb is saying it's on them. I don't think it was. I think it was on us. I think it was definitely on us. I think Elijah Campbell jumped. Let's see what they're going to call it. I saw Elijah Campbell come flying across, but I also saw their right tackle move. Who are you going to call this on? And I'm still waiting to see. Where's the refs at? They're going to call it on them. Boom, gave us the 5 yards back. Okay. These refs suck, but their equal opportunity sucks. So this comment is interesting. Tua no concussions is the NFL, and social media have concussions. They didn't want Tua to play because they know Tua will win Super Bowl, and they will all look foolish. I don't know. I really can't comment right now. People get mad at me. So 3rd and 9. Flacco is back in the shotgun. The Dolphins defense is heavily overbalanced to the right side. Here they come. Bradley Chubb's pushing. Flacco just threw it off to the halfback, and boom, he got the first down. He just beat our guy. So, bad tackling. Pablo, you're absolutely right. One of the things you always can tell it's bad tackling is when the person coming towards the tackle, if you're receiving the blow instead of giving the blow. What I mean by that is this ball was dumped off to a halfback probably 6 yards before the line of scrimmage. Our linebackers came in and they caught the blow, meaning the guy hit them and he moved them back. He hit them and moved them back for a first down. We didn't stop him. 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. Play action by Flacco. He throws it over the middle, gets about the guy's still running. He's still running. He may score here. He's falling all over the place. All right, down to the 25-yard line. Like I said, Flacco will not beat you with his legs. But if he finds an open receiver, he's going to hit him. He threw a bullet between 4 Miami Dolphins defenders. Bullet. And then it was off to the races, and the guy basically fell down, thankfully. But, I mean, tight spiral. Boom. Xavier Howard. 1, 2, 3 guys had a shot at him. 4. He's still running, and then they take him down. Flacco is under center on the 25-yard line. There's a handoff. Bradley Chubb had him stop for a loss. I think that's Bradley Chubb. No, it's Melvin Ingram. Had him stop for a loss. Didn't put a stick on him. The guy got maybe 1 or 2 yards. Yeah, Carlos, what we are indeed seeing right now is a clinic on how not to tackle. Absolutely how not to tackle. And it's costing us. Wow. Wow. All right, here we go. This is going to be 2nd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Flacco's under center. He's got a man in motion. There's a snap. Quick pitch to the right. The guy's looking for a hole. He cuts back and gets I'd say 2 or 3. So we're looking at a 3rd and 4, maybe a 3rd and 5. Lots of things the Jets can do right here. Hopefully, the defense rises up and makes them kick a field goal. I see that a lot too, that Bradley Chubb seems to overrun plays. Not sure why, but that happens a lot. All right, so I think we're down to the 2-minute warning right now. Baker can't tackle to save his life. Tua has proven a lot this year. He can play. He belongs in the NFL, but I'm ready to move on. The best ability for a player is availability. I did say that in a video the other day. Tom Stockley, you're absolutely right. This is Josh Boyer's resume game. unfortunately, I think his resume has preceded him. His reputation has preceded him. We've seen for 17 weeks that this defense just does not come to play week after week. Don't know why. Don't know why, but you know what it is. If you want Brady here, then might as well bring Marino, Zach Thomas, and Jason Taylor back. Except for one thing. If you could show me that Marino, Zach Thomas, and Jason Taylor can still play at an elite NFL level, sure. But I'm pretty sure none of those guys are still performing at an elite NFL level. Brady is. Brady's over 4,000 yards. Brady's got 24 plus touchdowns. Brady is probably going to be, I don't know, in the playoffs. We'll see it. John says Boyer is done. Bear, do you think it's possible everyone gets fired if we lose this game? I don't know who everyone is. Let's define some people. I would say Bev, the quarterback coach. He's put the resume out. You're done. Boyer, you're done. I've even heard some people say Mike McDaniel, but Mike and Tua, I think, are off limits. Chris Greer, you spent a shitload of money on players who showed up in Miami. You signed them, you started paying them, and they never even saw the field. Eric Fisher, Bradley Chubb, gazillion bucks. Nah, return on investment there. Not what I call awesome. Pablo says Brady is a leader and still has fire in his belly. Tom over Aaron. That's what I'm talking about. When I keep making a statement about bringing Brady in, I'm not talking about him being here 4 or 5 years. He's 46 years old, whatever. I don't expect leadership. Right now, there is a void in leadership. I don't care what you guys think. Okay, real quick, you're 3rd and 5. Flacco's in the shotgun, inside handoff fake, quick dump off to, did he catch the ball? If he caught it, it's a first down. It's first down. All right. It's hard to watch this. They almost had Flacco. They almost had Flacco caught, and he dumped it off to their tight end, and guy caught it with one hand. One hand pulled it in for the first down. Unbelievable. You keep Greer. I don't know. Wild seems disgusted. I think a lot of guys are going to be disgusted what's happened this year. It's not been pretty. Something happened, and it goes well beyond injuries. Now, if you thought, okay, I'll hold this thought as the Jets are 1st and 10 on about the 15-yard line. Okay, here we are. Flacco is under center. Quick pitch to the right side, and he's still running, and he gets out of bounds at about the, I'd say, 13. Florida Bigfoot says special teams coach may be gone too. Here's a problem I have with the way Mike McDaniel has coached. If you knew way back in September, way back in September, Tua took a horrible concussion injury, and if you knew that maybe he's susceptible to injury, wouldn't you have signed a capable backup who wouldn't just be a clipboard holder, but possibly could step in? All right, 2nd and 9 from the 15. Flacco's back to pass. Lots of pressure. Inside screen pass. Stopped really strong by, who's that? Landon Roberts. Lost on the play, probably 3 or 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Great play. Great play by Landon Roberts. Great. Claybuck says McDaniel has shown to be a genius. They said was hired. No. Anyone that reads body language will 100% tell you the amount of insecurity he displays. Well, I mean, you're in the midst of a 5-game losing streak. Everybody's talking about you right now, and you have to win this game, and you've got 3 points on the board. So I'd be a little shaky right now as well. All right, 3rd and 14, big understatement, big 3rd down play. Flacco is under center here on 3rd and 14. Are they going to just play for the field goal themselves? And yeah, he just handed it off, and They're going to stop him at about the 15-yard line. Mike, call the timeout. Oh, you only have... Oh, are you serious? I hadn't been watching. You're telling me the Dolphins only have one timeout left? How do the Dolphins have one timeout left? What did I miss? How did they call 2 timeouts earlier? Anyway, so it's 1:43. Pat's tied it up, somebody says. I haven't seen it change yet. Good stop. They're going to have to kick. Oh, yep, I'm looking at the scoreboard just changed. The Pats just did tie it up. So it's 14 up in Buffalo and about to be 3-3. Oh, my phone's ringing. What's it? Oh. Hey, Roger. Oh, yeah, you're right. The Dolphins and the Jets are tied at 3. And the Patriots and Buffalo are tied at 3. And you've got the biggest media markets in the country covering these 2 games. So you want the refs to keep it close. See, I told you that's what he's telling me. All right, I got you. Got it. Got to go. Both these games are tied. Both these games have people riveted to their TVs or here, and we're seeing what we got. Both games. This is like the NFL dream scenario. Both games are tied going into halftime, which means nobody's going anywhere. You're going to run out to the kitchen, grab a sandwich, grab a beer, check your bets. And other than that, you're going to be right back here in the second half. I'm speechless how he screwed up the time management on this game. These are the little things, and you realize that maybe I wouldn't fire him, but he's not an offensive-minded coach. I think he supposedly is, but maybe he's just supposed to be a coordinator. The head coaches don't have these problems. I understand Sean McVay, now they're saying may put himself on the market or just go into broadcasting. And then, of course, Peyton is out there talking all kinds of smack where he wants to go. Remember, Peyton wanted Brady. Peyton wanted Brady in Miami. You got to be watching that situation. Peyton and Brady and the Miami Dolphins ownership, all of that happened with the Brian Flores thing is all available again to happen. Don't tell me everybody just said, sorry, Steve, didn't work out, we're out of here. Hey, man. Hey, Tom, you seeing this? You watching this guy McDaniel screw up down there? Yeah. You seeing Tua mess up and get hurt? Yeah. Is your wife still down there? Yeah. Well, I'm free. Wow. Let's bring this back. No Brian Flores to worry about. All the players are still right there. Everybody that caused the problem with the lawsuit and Brian Flores getting fired and everything else, every one of those players is right back in the game. I don't mean the football game, but you know what I'm saying, the game of what's going on upstairs, the chess match. Beal, Ross, Brady, Peyton. Just saying. Nothing has changed. It's a year or so different, and all those people are still in play. Jay Stone says Brady to Miami would be sacrilege. It would be sacrilege until next December. It would be sacrilege until January. And if they hang a banner, I bet you wouldn't be feeling different. You would be feeling different. Jack says, how much head coaching experience does McDaniel have? And you're ready to dump him after one season? You just answered your question. He has no head coaching experience. And again, you're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say anything about dumping him. I asked you a question. I'm asking you and put your checkbook in the frame of Stephen Ross. You're a billionaire. You got to make the hard decisions. Not really concerned about, my feelings. Oh, my feelings hurt. Oh. I'm just saying. We're talking billions, not millions, billions of dollars. You're sitting on that kind of money. You got that kind of checkbook. All right, we're back to the game here. All right, 1st and 10. Dolphins have it on a 25. Skylar Thompson is in a shotgun. Looks like Tyreek is back in the game. And Jeff Wilson's in motion. There's a snap. He's looking for throw it. He throws it high to Gesicki. They hold on to him. He gets about 9 yards. He would have been off to the races, except the guy was holding on for dear life. 125, 124, no timeouts left. You got your rookie quarterback out there trying to run a 2-minute offense. He's trying to direct traffic. Everything's chaotic. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. He's talking to Waddle. Now he's talking to this is a nightmare. Here comes a snap. He's in the shotgun. He's looking, throws it over the middle to, looks like it's a Waddle for about 15.
That's another Miami
Let's go. 37 seconds. The clock, 53 seconds left. Clock is moving. Why they don't have these plays called in advance, I can't tell you. Here comes the snap. Skylar's looking. He can't find anybody. Get rid of it. Okay. Okay. That's something he must have learned watching Tua. Hey, man, there's nothing open. I'm not going to get hit here. Let me just toss it out of bounds. We got no timeouts. Good play by the rookie. Good play by the rookie right there. Whew. Top notch. All right. So now we got 2nd and 10. You got 39 seconds left on the clock. You're about to 50. You only need like 20 yards here to get in field goal range. Just 20 yards. Don't need to go for the home run. Here comes a snap. He's in the shotgun. He's back to throw. Oh, he's going to get sacked. Then he goes down. No timeouts. Get up. Clock it. Get up. Clock it. Move. They're not moving fast. They look like they're lost on the field. Fans in the stands are like, oh my God, what the hell are we watching? And, Jesus. Yeah, they knew when to blitz him. They brought the heat. And, I don't know if they clocked it because they're still showing the Jets celebrate. Nope. And it's 5 seconds and Mike's going to let it run out. Okay, guys. That's your half. That's your half of do or die football with the Miami Dolphins. That's it right there. Pablo says, I think Tyreek is pissed. I'm looking at Jalen Waddle looking pissed. Unbelievably. So if he had clocked it, it would have been 4th down. Sure. 4th down with like 4 seconds left. At least you can try and Hail Mary. You can and get a Hail Mary off to end the half or whatever. You didn't even get a shot. You didn't even swing the bat. Let's see here. The next one, not so good. No field goal attempt. Didn't even get a chance. Didn't get a chance. Man, this is bad. Mike, I don't know why he didn't go for the 3. I can't tell you. What I can tell you is that it's 14-14 up in Buffalo, as they got about 1:50 left to go the half there. So both these two critical games, both these games with no tomorrow, starting over. It's fresh. You got 30 minutes left in your season if you're the Miami Dolphins. 30 minutes. Get a drink, get some Gatorade, go to the bathroom, do whatever you got to do. You got 30 minutes to lay it all out there. 30 minutes. Well, John, you're being really hard. John says, I think I can do better than Skylar. Yeah, all these people who wanted Skylar to take Tua's place, I think you're learning something right now. Justin, don't say what you don't want to say. Wait a second here. Did they just run the kickoff back for a touchdown? Oh, that was earlier. Okay, so put Teddy in, huh? You want to bring in Teddy 9 fingers? I don't know what kind of state his fingers are in right now, but we got nobody. And I'm telling you, as Mike McDaniel, I would have looked at this whole situation and said, okay, what do we do if this happens? This is the conversation I would have had back in July. And the conversation in July was, is Teddy my backup? Is he the guy? Has he shown he's capable? And then as the season wore on, there was nobody out there you could have gotten. Nobody you could have brought in. Richard Hampton, you want to bring in Jim Harbaugh? Well, it's getting tough now. It's getting real tough. If people are saying that they want to do without him. Are you talking about an owner that had hardly no football knowledge when he bought the Miami Dolphins? Dude, stay up here. I'm a businessman. I've made a gazillion dollars in real estate in South Florida. I've got the checkbook. I don't have to know football. I have to make sure I'm surrounded with the right guys. So I wrote a check to Chris Greer, and I brought him as my GM. And that's the guy that I'm entrusting to fill in all the other holes. So Chris Greer is going to have to go plead for his life in front of Stephen Ross. Meanwhile, another phone call? Oh, I get to eavesdrop here. I'm listening to Sean Payton talk to Stephen Ross. And he's like, hey, I got a GM for you too. So if we put this together, he's saying he can get rid of Chris Greer, bring in a whole new coaching staff, get Tom Brady. Ooh, sounds interesting. All Stephen Ross has to do is write the checks. He's not playing. He's not coaching. He's not a GM. He runs a real estate empire. Wow. Yeah, I think they are too. I think they're quite tight. I don't think Greer's going anywhere. And I really don't think, let's be honest with ourselves, you didn't bring in Mike McDaniel for 1 year. I don't think that's going to change. I think a lot of the other things may change, but I really, 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 really don't think Mike McDaniel is on a hot seat. I keep referring to Stephen Ross, the businessman. A businessman doesn't work that way. Businessman isn't going to let you just completely be booted. So I think he would give Greer and McDaniel another shot. Given all the injuries that the team has incurred, given their QB1 has gone down for how many games, I just don't see it. I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't see him taking down Mike McDaniel. It's just too soon. It's just too soon. But I'm not him. I'm not a guy with $1 billion checkbook who wants to do something, who has spent all this money on this talent. And I guess I'd have to weigh, Mike, you've been very good. I like you. You're a great guy. But Sean Payton's available, man. And if you'd be foolish not to think the conversation isn't taking place. You'd be foolish to think that he's like, hey, this didn't work. Mike, tell me what you're going to do differently, because this didn't work. And at that point, Mike better come in with a lot of explanations. Injuries. Okay. Personnel up front, offensive line, couldn't block for shit. Okay. I think Mike McDaniel has enough ammunition to sit before Ross on the end of season interview and say, here are all the things that were wrong. Now, the problem with that being is, well, why did you have me spend this much money on a wide receiver? Why did you have me spend this much money on X, Y, and Z? Why didn't we get rid of Gesicki if you weren't going to use him? Why did we just sit on that salary? That's the hard questions I want to ask Mike McDaniel. Why did you keep Gesicki? You stuck us with somebody that you don't want to use. You can't block. I understand that. Why did you get rid of him? Number two, you knew the offensive line was a sieve. We went out and got Teron Armstead, put Band-Aids on him, and got him on the field. Why didn't we get some other offensive linemen? So I think it's a real strong conversation. Said Gase was too involved in the offense so much he walked around with a towel, but the head coach can't be the coordinator. I understand. Jay Stone says, am I the only one that remembers Bountygate? No, I think we all do. I think we all remember Bountygate. Doesn't really have anything to do with the situation at hand. Adam Smith says, remember Miami and the Jets in the 80s, 40-something blowouts every time. This is rotten. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Buffalo's been intercepted with 16 seconds left. Allen threw a pick in the end zone. Yikes. What? Yikes. But he'll get all kinds of excuses because of everything they've just gone through, we just need to solidify the quarterback position and we should be fine next season. No. You're not going to plug Tua or any other quarterback behind that offensive line and expect to succeed. It just ain't going to happen. You got two pretty elite halfbacks who can't run. You don't have guys up front that can execute. They got guys that can block. Without having those guys up front, you're just wasting your time. We got to make sure Tua is okay, and whatever is wrong with him, we got to figure that out. But job number 2 is you got to find some free agent offensive linemen who aren't going to be in sick bay all week long. No, we can't have that. You say Winston? Are you talking about Jameis Winston? Tell me you're not looking at Crab Legs guy and want to bring him to South Beach. Yikes! Watch Buffalo lose today. That would be the perfect ending. Oh my God, that would be awful. Yeah, Pablo, our offensive line is the Achilles heel right now. Sean Payton doesn't like Tua based on his past comments. I don't want him on my team. You want to win or you want to be a fan of X player or Y player? That's a decision the Miami fan base has to make. Am I behind the team and do I want to win? Do I just want to root for X guy or Y guy? Who are you a fan of? If a new coach came in and said, that's not my guy, why? Well, because I run this offense and that offense and, it's not going to work. Now, at the same time, don't believe what Sean Payton is saying in public. And I say that for one reason. And that one reason is 2 words. Drew Brees. That's the only reason why I say be careful thinking that Sean Payton might not be playing with a poker face. Because we saw what he did with Drew Brees. Is Tua Drew Brees? No. Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback that succeeded at a level up here. Could Tua turn into that kind of quarterback? Yes, he could. Does Sean Payton know that? I think he knows it could be. I don't think he feels Tua is ready today. Luckily, Tua isn't playing on a big contract. He's only 24, 25 years old. And that's what I was talking about Brady. You got a young guy who's on a basically bargain basement contract. I'm not giving him Deshaun Watson money. I'm not giving him $150, $200 million. That ain't happening. I think we all can rest assured right now, whatever negotiations take place in the offseason, Tua can't come to the table and say, yeah, I'd like to get like $190, $200 million guaranteed. Next, that ain't going to happen. He's on a $30 million contract. He got 20 of it up front. So he's basically playing for $1.5, $2 million per season. When it comes up due, not next year, the year after that. All right. I've bought real estate out the wazoo. Stephen Ross has built and sold real estate 30 times over me, 50 times over me. He's going to sit down and go, okay, you want how much? What's your value? And right now, today, Tua would be lucky to get the same contract. Tua, market rate for Tua, what do you think it is? Tua's not in that 150, 190 range. No way. So he's going to be able to secure Tua on a very basement level contract because Tua doesn't have anything to show for 3 years. It looked like he was going to be on par for it. Yeah, man, I'm about to bank. I'm going to finish this season. We're going to go to the playoffs, and I'm going to sit in front of Mr. Ross, and I'm going to say I want $200 million. at that point, Stephen Ross would have to seriously negotiate with him. That ain't happening now. And at the same time, Tua isn't going to want to negotiate. So it's not like he's going to sign a contract because he knows I'm selling myself short. I missed all these games. I haven't proven that I can be durable and play in a full 17-game slate. So his agent and Stephen Ross's people are sitting back, and Stephen Ross's people right now hold all the cards. Not a few, all the cards. Tua has no hand, as they said in Seinfeld. He's got nothing to negotiate with. Nothing. So if Sean Payton wants to bring in Tom Brady, or if Ross wants to bring in Tom Brady, Tua needs to sit in the corner and shut the F up, because you don't have anything to show that we shouldn't make these moves. That's not saying Tua can't be the guy. I'm going to say it again. That doesn't mean that Tua couldn't start next year. That means, think about it. We got Teddy Bridgewater as number 2. What if Tua/Brady were 1 and 2 next year? Are you really telling me you couldn't see that happening? Are you really saying, no, I would, he's beat us too much. I don't want Brady. Well, think about it from Stephen Ross's perspective. Brady's not going to command $200 million at 45, 46 years old. He's going to come in at a basement price as well. He's in Florida. He knows the tax situation down here and what he needs to make and what he doesn't need to make. This is going to be a very interesting offseason for Stephen Ross. All right, guys. Looks like we're about ready to kick off for this second half here. Carlos, you're absolutely right. That's what I'm trying to say. He cannot negotiate now. It would be a terrible position for him. He needs to show he can stay healthy and be consistent. Nobody even knows where he is. How the hell are you going to negotiate when you haven't even shown up for 3 weeks, 14 days? Nobody knows where you are. You're gonna come out here. All right, 1st and 10. Flacco's under center as I was flapping my jaws, clacking, and he hands it off right up front. Once again, everybody converges. That didn't go anywhere, so it's going to be 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. Tom, you're absolutely right. Small base contract loaded with conditional payments and incentives. That's the best Tua can hope for. An extension with additional incentives. 2nd and 8. Let's see here. He's under center. He's got man in motion. There's a snap. Play action. Horrible play action. Oh, he got stuck. And I mean stuck hard. I'm surprised we didn't get a roughing the passer penalty on there, but I don't know who it was, but somebody just, as Jimbo says, Jimbo put it up there because somebody just, laid it on him. Wow, what a stick. What a stick. What do you think of Jimmy G as a backup? Jimmy G would be a good backup, expensive, because he's gonna be sought after out there on the market to start somewhere. All right, 3rd and 8. Flacco is in the shotgun. We got some good pressure on that last one. Let's see what happens here. They got trips out to the left. Guy coming back in motion across the field, and I don't know if this is a penalty or a timeout. Looks like the delay of game. So it's going to be 3rd and 13. No, they called the timeout beforehand. All right, so it's 3rd and 8. They called the quick 30-second timeout. Not going to break for a commercial, but they had to do that. Otherwise, it would have been a penalty. Whew, okay. 5 picks and $72 million guaranteed for any wide receivers. Football malpractice. Nope. He's not even on the sideline. We've confirmed that he's not even there. Just saying. People are starting to see it now. A lot of people got mad at me, but you're starting to see it. Beautiful day in South Florida. No reason not to be there. He's not even in a skybox. I haven't seen a shot of him in a skybox even. 3rd and 8. Flacco is in the shotgun. There's a snap. Good rush. He throws it underneath. Tackle. Oh, they stopped him. Whew. Man, it took 3 guys to bring this tight end down, but finally, Javon Holland was the first one there. Captain showing up. It's going to be short 4th and 2. Is Robert Saleh going all in? Is he going to go for it way down here? Let's see. Javon Holland, who's going to run back to punt, is looking to see if they bring the punter on. They brought the punter on. All right. We're going to hit the ball right back. Right back. Adam Smith said, too, is working at Wendy's today. No, you don't got to work. You got plenty of money. But, I just don't get it. And then punts off. Let's see where it goes. He calls a fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Pablo, your question here says maybe we should find out why he is not on the sideline. People got pissed at me for even asking. In my video just 2 days ago, I asked people, where's our quarterback? Where's our captain? Why is our captain not even on the field? Why is our captain not coming out the tunnel with our boys? Why is our captain not up in a sky booth? And I got all kinds of comments and bitching at me. Oh, the NFL rules say he can't be there. And people are just making up stuff. Literally pulling stuff out the bottom of their behinds and trying to throw comments at me. Oh, you're giving up on Tua. No. One guy even told me it's not even a story. You shouldn't even be talking about it. It's a meritorious story. It's a huge story. We got a guy who almost died on Monday night, and he's more visible than a quarterback with a concussion. He almost died. In fact, he did die. He died twice. They had to defibrillate him. They had to stick a tube down his throat. You guys know what intubation means? Intubation means you no longer can breathe on your own, so we're going to stick a tube down your throat so that you can breathe. And what's that guy doing today? Hey, team, get out there and win. Hey, guys, love you. Mean it. Hey, guys, let's go ahead and beat the Patriots. Where's our guy? So, yeah, I don't know where he is. They treat Tua like he's made out of glass. He's a grown man. He should be out there. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what the reasoning is. Hey, why is he not being seen anywhere? I can't tell you. I can't tell you because people get mad at me for even bringing it up. It's off limits. We're not even supposed to talk about it.
I might have said the wrong play. I'm not too sure.
I'm not too sure either. I don't know where he is. I just know as a player, as a father, as a grandfather, as a husband, I want to be there for my people. I want to be there. Darren Lee, a week ago I would have said that's not possible, but right now it very well could be. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. Skylar's under center. He changes the play. We got to end around with Tyreek. Is that? No, that's just Jalen Waddle for about 9 yards. Come here, buddy. Come here. My little dog. My wife's not here. She's up in North Carolina. And my dog is here. Come on, buddy. He decided to show up. He's a Dolphins fan. He's a Mexican. He's a Mexican-American. They got a little Chihuahua. Come here, Midas. All right, 2nd and 1. Come on, just hand it off and just get the first down. Boom, there's the handoff. Raheem goes forward for a first down. Here we go.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Adam Smith, you think Tua is retiring? I don't know. Something just doesn't feel right. It's definitely a story, and we're not allowed to talk about it. Some fans just don't want to hear it. Don't know why. It's definitely a story. Definitely a story. All right, 1st and 10, and none of the reporters ask about it either. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Skylar brings Gesicki in motion. Notice Gesicki's playing more today. And Skylar throws a pass to, let's see who that was. I think that might have been, no, it's Smythe. So they went with a 2 tight end set there, and I think they just got another first down.
Miami Dolphins.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah. There's my little buddy. Say hi, Midas. You're on TV. You're on video right now. All right, so it's 2nd and 1. Looks like Skylar is in the shotgun. He's got two backs behind him. Inside handoff to Raheem Mostert. He goes for about still running. He's down to about the 44-yard line. Good run by Raheem Mostert. Looking tough, looking mad, running hard. All right, now we're talking. Act like you want it. Act like you gotta have it. How you doing, buddy? Huh? You doing good? Yeah. Hakapino says once he went into the concussion protocol, that was it. And we're not allowed to know anything more. All right, here we go. It's 1st and 10 from about the 40. Inside handoff. There he goes again. Raheem again for about 12. Nice.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Nice. Run that ball. Yeah, gotta like that. They ran the ball. All right. Good blocking at the point of attack too. Even if some of it is just influence stuff. I mean, I just love seeing. I think there's Robert Hunt there. Yeah, Robert Hunt just annihilated somebody as well. Mostert, take over the game, run the ball, keep it running. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Another handoff. Raheem, this is probably Jeff Wilson, I think. He maybe went for 1 or 2. Did my dog just say yo quiero Taco Bell? Just say it, Midas. Yo quiero Taco Bell. He's such a lover. He's a lover. Aren't you a lover? 2nd and 8. He only got 2 yards on that play. Yeah, Sam, we needed Midas. He's like, Dad, you winning? Not yet. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8, under center. Another handoff. Carries it for about 3 or 4 yards. That was Jeff Wilson that time. Let's see here. Is Midas a zebra, baby? We inherited Midas. Robin's aunt, cousin, whatever, she passed away, and she asked us to take the dog. And he's been my buddy ever since. Aren't you my buddy? I'm my buddy. All right, 3rd and 5. Skylar is in the shotgun at this point. He's got Jeff Wilson to his right. You got to put Gesicki in motion. Comes back. Get the snap. He's looking to throw it. I don't know if he's going to get this one off. He throws it into the first row. So there's going to be a happy fan out there. So it's going to be 4th and 5. Man, at least he got rid of it. Didn't take the sack. I don't think we can kick the field goal from here. So at this point, you're too long for a field goal. Bad for a punt. I said go for it. You got to win. You have no choice. You're on about the 50-yard line. Defense has been playing well. You got to go for it. Go for it, Mike. Do not punt. They're going to punt. No, he's going to try like a 60-yard field goal. 59. Wow. Well, if anything, what worked there is he forced the Jets to call a timeout. Wow. 59. Tom Stockel, you're saying 59-yard field goal, are you nuts? No, I don't think Jason's got the leg for this. He may have just wanted them to burn a timeout. Let's see if he continues with it. Dude, don't try a fake. If you're going to try a fake, you might as well just go for it. Don't be stupid here. And lining back up to kick it again. So a coach always says, can you do it from here? And Jason has probably went to him and said, I could make it. And now at the last minute, they take everybody out. They're making the Jets run their team back and forth. All right, so a little bit of chess match there by Mike McDaniel. I like that. I actually like that. Mike McDaniel playing it 4th and 5. Go for it. Here we go. Unless he's just trying to draw him off sides, but doesn't look like he's in a shotgun. Sherfield's in motion to the right. There's a snap. Quick snap too. And he's got it. He's got it.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
You like that, Midas? Was that a good one? That was a good one, Daddy. All right, you got to get down. Go lay down. Whew. Wow. Go lay down. Good block at the point of attack by Robert Hunt. Robert Hunt saved that play. Man, that was everybody had to nut up on that play. All right. 1st and 10. Good one. Good call. Let's go, buddy. Great blocking at the point of attack. This is what you do when your life's on the line. 1st and 10 from the 34. Wait a minute. Penalty. Or, yeah, what do we do here? What did we do? Was it the time just run out? Yeah, it's going to be... Did we take a timeout or did they get the penalty? No, we got the penalty. We got called. And so let's go ahead and let Josh Boyer chime in.
And don't beat yourself. I think that puts you in the best position to win.
So I look a little washed out here because the sun just beaming through here. Wow. Teddy indeed is dressed. They're showing Teddy. Okay. 1st and 15 from the 38 or so. Skylar is in a shotgun. Inside fake. Play action. Throws it out to Durham Smythe for maybe 2 yards. Take it. All right. So let's see what happens here. I'm looking at the Buffalo score. It looks like it's still 14-14. Haven't seen much of a change there. Let's see what happens here. Woosa. Let's see, Sauce Gardner. Nope, he didn't. Oh, Sauce Gardner and Tyreek, little shoving match going on. They're talking some crap to each other. I think Tyreek has had it. He's coming off the field. He doesn't look healthy. His ankle's still bothering him. He's limping really bad. We may have seen the last of Tyreek for this season if we don't win. He's off right now. All right. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. That ankle's not working well. Hey, Sam. He's laying down right next to me. He'll be back. Sauce Gardner has no game but holding, John. I mean, he's a cocky rookie who's getting all kinds of accolades, and all he does is hold. All right, 2nd and 11 from the 38. Inside. Oh, there's a little reverse going. Who's this to? And he's going. He's still going. That's to Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert runs it down. There should be a flag for face mask on top of everything else. Yes!
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Wow. That was awesome. I mean, yeah, that's the kind of play we need. That is the kind of play we need. Everybody's got to play like that. Everybody. Let's see what's here. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get it. All right. We're just checking something here. Is it bad that McDaniel hasn't won a game without Tua? Wow. Yeah, I guess you're right. He hasn't won a game. Wow, I didn't even think of it that way. That's a big thing. Wow. Yeah, it's a major thing. I want Sauce to get his ass blocked into the stands. Big mouth rookie, and he can only be a big mouth rookie because they're letting him be a big mouth rookie. They're letting him do whatever he wants. Nothing is ever called on him. Unbelievable. Robert Jason, you're right. Finally using our speed and our strength, because those last 6 or 7 yards that Raheem Mostert got, he beat them. I mean, once you got past the line, now it's on you. He burst through, and then he hammered through. Ricky Williams is watching the Buffalo game and said Buffalo just got intercepted. It's 10 minutes left in the third, and New England has the ball. John Spears says that New England is outplaying Buffalo right now, and as that, Buffalo just intercepted on the 1 yard line. Wow. Whew. Wow. Can you guys clarify? Did Buffalo throw the interception, or did Buffalo get the interception on the 1 yard? Okay, Florida. Bigfoot, thank you for clarifying that. It looked like it was a face mask, but I guess it wasn't. One of the Jets players was hurt. Now he's coming off the field. Okay, let's go. Are the Jets getting rid of the timeouts too? I don't know. The Jets still have 3 timeouts from what I can see. Tyreek, they're showing him on the sideline, so he's not going to be playing. Doesn't look like anytime soon. So we're going to have to win this the old-fashioned way. Run it. Okay, so it's 1st and 10 after that great run by Raheem Mostert. Let's see here. Taking a long time. Refs are taking a long time. Adams was the guy who put his shoulder into Raheem Mostert and got the worst of it, knocked his helmet off, and then Sauce Gardner basically had to ride him down. No face mask. Good call. All right, 1st and 10. Skylar's in a shotgun. He brings Raheem Mostert in motion. He has Jeff Wilson back there with him at the same time. Raheem Mostert comes across. Inside, he's going to lose probably 5, 6, 7 yards or more. Bad play call. You don't try to do one of these funny trick plays when you have lackluster blocking up front. Tight end didn't hit anybody. I mean, that was Durham Smythe's fault. The guy who ended up chasing Raheem Mostert back was the defensive tackle or defensive end that Durham Smythe just whipped. We don't have blocking tight ends, it seems. Jesus. Okay, let's go. Okay, so 6:14, 2nd and 21. You're still in field goal range. Don't do anything stupid here. Skylar's got the ball. He's looking outside. He throws a good pass to Craycraft for about, let's see what they're going to give him. 10 yards on it, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 maybe. Let's see what they're going to call that. Where are they spotting the ball? It's on the 19-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 16. I was hoping for 3rd and 15. So at this point, Tyreek Hill just re-entered the lineup. He's giving it all. He knows it's today. It's now or never. He's giving it. Being a consummate professional, he's out there. All right, here we go. Skylar's in a shotgun on 3rd and 16 from the 20. Whatever you do here, don't get yourself out of field goal position. Skylar, throw it, get rid of it. Oh my God, he throws it up. I have no. He threw it towards Tyreek, and then Tyreek had a shot, but he just basically threw it up. I don't know. And yep, again they could have called interference. They have just, I guess, refused to call interference against the Jets. My God, look at what this guy did to Tyreek. These refs just won't call it. It will not be called. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. That wasn't even Sauce Gardner on that play. That was a linebacker who somehow got stuck on Tyreek, and he basically tackled him. Tyreek's pissed off. The refs are not calling pass interference against the Dolphins. There's no words for it. They're not calling it. 37-yard attempt. Sanders gets it up, and it's good. 6-3. I don't know what to say. I don't know if McDaniel and Ross and Greer, if it even would matter, but they need to make some sort of appeal to the NFL. What the hell is going on? How can our guys be just completely mugged like this and it be week after week after week? I mean, they're basically, like I've said many times, doing the Shaq-a-thon out there, hack-a-shack, like they used to do with Shaq when he played, because he was indefensible. They can't cover these wide receivers. They can't do it. So all they're doing right now is just interfering. Yeah, and that one too. I don't know if you guys saw that. He ripped his leg out like that. Well, was that not passing? Where is that? Let me say, was that not pass interference or roughing the passer? Yeah, they had 2 calls in that play. They're ignoring it. I'm not a partisan. Maybe some people are, but your eyes don't deceive you. You can see it clearly. This isn't even an if. I mean, we've got clear shots of pass interference happening, and they're not calling it. And so, I mean, maybe the commissioner did send out an edict. Maybe the commissioner did say, just don't call it out. Who cares? They're 8-8. I don't care. Make them do it on their own. Don't call the interference. And yes, no. I got to say your comment's wrong. They didn't miss roughing the passer. They were looking right at it. They're just not calling it. And, I'm sure Jets fans look at this. Oh, the Dolphins fans are whining. Man, it's the integrity of the game at this point. If we're going to turn into wrestling and be like that, where everything is fake and rigged, and you're just keeping people watching so they don't get blown out. Because as I'm looking right now, both scores are tied. Well, actually, we're up 6-3, but you're keeping everything in place so that it doesn't get blown out. Miami Max said Buffalo got a break. The refs are helping them too. They're going to have people not want to watch anymore. Because we're seeing it happen. It's right before our eyes, and it's like we're being lied to. They're showing the play again right now, and both penalties. Boom. Yep. There goes the guy twisting Skylar's leg on the bottom. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know why we're supposed to endure this. Oh, so Buffalo fumbled on their own 10-yard line, and New England ball at the 10-yard line. Okay, that sounds about right. But they only got a field goal, so it's 17-14 up in Buffalo in the third. This is crazy. Make football great again. Yeah, seriously, man. Something's wrong. Something's real wrong with this game. This isn't the game we know. Not at all. Yeah, wow. Leandro says, it seems like it's only Tyreek not getting calls. The one time Waller got held, they called it. So, I don't know. Maybe they're pissed at him because I don't know. I can't explain. All right, so let's move on. We got to win. 1st and 10 from the 25. Flacco is under center. Man in motion. Play action. He's looking for a long. Yep, the guy caught it for about 15 yards. Yeah, 15 yards. Javon Holland ended up stopping him, but big time throw to Garrett Wilson. Big time catch. X-Man gave him way too much space. If you watch that, X-Man gave Garrett way too much space. And again, that's not understanding Flacco's arm. He'll get it there if he's got time and space. All right, 1st and 10 from the 40. Tight end goes in motion, comes back. And it's a quick pitch to the right. Dolphins had it defended. Oh, nice tackle. Who is that? Nice. Stopped it before it got too far. Jenkins just ate that one up. He got like 3 or 4 yards, but then he was right there. Okay, so, yeah, Jay, you're absolutely right. You need to get some helmets on Flacco big time. But the thing is, he's astute enough to get rid of the ball. He'll get rid of the ball so he doesn't get hit. 2nd and 6. Flacco's under center. He's making a different call at the line of scrimmage, calling out different formation. There's a snap, handed it off, and our guys up front nailed it. So it's going to be 3rd and about 5. 3rd and 5 here. Let's go. No one tackles anymore. Hey, Sharon, no one tackles anymore. You're just throwing guys around. Yeah. I did see a couple good sticks in here today. Who was that? Landon Roberts had one. Landon Roberts had a real nice stick early. Notice lately we haven't called Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb's name. They're not getting to Flacco. So this is probably a passing down. Flacco's in the shotgun. And here we go. He's got pressure. He throws it out to the outside. And Garrett Wilson was wide open. Wide open. And I don't know if I want to say wide open, but enough to where a guy with a strong arm is going to get the ball. So, line up again. Okay, so Claimbuck says, if Brady was to come, McDaniel has proven to be a bust as a coach. Dolphins had a dream team. Remember, wins were not solid wins. Yeah, that's true. But it's all we got right now. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 50, 49-yard line. We've got Flacco in a shotgun. And again, he threw it underneath. and they've got another first down. Oh, did he fumble or was he already on the ground? I think he was already on the ground. Let's see what happens here. What are they going to call? Got a flag. I'm pretty sure he was on the ground. And oh no, that ball's loose, but the elbow, they're going to say the elbow was down, but it looks like it was moving around anyway. Let's see what they're going to call. They're going to call holding on the Jets. They're going to move it back. So it's going to be 1st and 20. We didn't get the ball, but at least we moved it back. Oh, that's a big dude. The guy they called the holding on. He's a big dude. I like his tat too. Like a nice tat. All right. Moving it back. And I don't know if you guys heard or saw something in the comments, but the Buffalo Bills just ran back another one. And it's 21-17 now up in Buffalo. 21-17. Jeez, touchdown for the Bills. 21-17. All right, 1st and 20. Garrett Wilson's up top. What are we doing now? Tell me we didn't call a timeout. I don't know what the refs are doing. Play is stopped right now. They're conferring with Mike McDaniel. I think maybe Mike wants to call a challenge on the fumble. That's pretty much what he's doing. The guy's untouched. He wasn't down. Don't call it, Mike. It's too close. Don't burn your challenge flag. Let's see what they say. They're going to say okay, here's what they're going to say. Thinking about college and thinking about he was down. He wasn't down. You're not down until you're touched. So when he hit the ground with his elbow, he technically wasn't down. So they're saying when he rolled around and then when the ball got punched out, that it was a fumble. But hey, man, this isn't a challenge you want to take at this juncture, because one, if you don't get it, you're going to lose the timeout, and two, you're going to lose your challenge. So you're right, Robert Jason. That was such an iffy call. Do you want to lose your timeout right now? I don't know, but it's not, John. It's just not you got caught in the same problem I got. The knee was down, but in professional football, that doesn't mean anything. You can be laying on the ground, you're still live until somebody touches you. So I don't know how this would go, because he's not down, although he's on the ground, and because he could have gotten back up and ran. So did he make a movement where it looked like he was going to continue to try? But it's not. Nobody had touched it. See, in college, the knee goes down, you're down. If you're on the sidelines and you're trying to basically get out of bounds and the ball's there, you're out of bounds, you're down. You score in the end zone, you hit a knee, you're down. On the field, you're still a live player, and let's see how they call it. You're right about this. Even if McDaniel is right, they're probably not going to give it to us. So I wouldn't have challenged in that position, because at that point, doubtful they're going to give it to him. Fire McDaniels, hire Sean Payton. Let's get a Super Bowl win. I think that's what a lot of people just feel. Let's just win. Let's just win. You know, hey, it was a nice experiment. I'm still behind him and Tua, but they're talking to the ref here right now, and I'm not sure what the challenge is, because I'm not hearing what this guy is saying at this point. I can't turn it up where the NFL won't make me stop the stream, but he wasn't touched, and he was looking to make a move. So not sure, but to me, it's so iffy. Why waste the timeout in a 6-3 game? Call stands. We lost it. So it says Mike McDaniel's 0 for 5 on challenges this season, and take a timeout off the board. Wow. The ball is definitely out, but I don't know. 0-5 on challenges. All right, here we go. 1st and 20, which is another reason I wouldn't have called it. It's 1st and 20. Make them earn it. They're on their own 40-yard line. Flacco's back in to pass. He throws it wide open again. Is Garrett Wilson. Xavier Howard can't stay with them. So now they went from a 1st and 20 to maybe a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. Xavier Howard can't stay with Garrett Wilson. Can't do it. I don't know if he's just too fast for him, but he can't cover him. And like I've said all game, I know Flacco, if you give him a shot, he'll take it, and he's got the arm to get the ball there. 2nd and 9. There's a handoff, and looks like we got it stopped. Okay, who is that? Landon Roberts out there again? No, that's Jerome Baker, right? 55 is Jerome Baker. All right, so it's 3rd and 7. Buffalo Bills are just unreal, man, in terms of running these kicks back. Unbelievable. All right, so it's 21-17 up in Buffalo, 6-3 here. 3rd and 7. Let's see if the defense can get them off the field. Flacco is in the shotgun from the 45-yard line. Here comes the snap. Boom. Let's see what he's got. He threw it wide open again. I mean, they cannot cover. Is that Wallace? Yeah, Wilson. Garrett Wilson can't be covered. We can't cover him. Right over the middle. Somebody said earlier that it was just like the San Diego game, not San Diego, Chargers game. But, just right over the middle. Boom. Inside slant. Flacco's got the arm. He throws it to where the spot would be. Can't do it. Xavier Howard's playing hurt. I don't know because he practiced all week, but this guy is eating us up. All right, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Flacco's under center. There's a handoff. They stop him at the line of scrimmage for no gain, so it's going to be 2nd and 9. Defensive line, let me salute you right now. You guys have been playing lights out basically all season. All season, this defensive line is just it. Our defensive backfield, not so much. So the end of the 3rd, 15 minutes. 15 minutes to determine your fate for the rest of the season. We're almost at the same time with the Buffalo Bills game. It looks like they've got about 4 minutes in the 3rd. So barring somebody getting hurt or something happening, it is what it is. Hey, Fellman, how you doing? He says, I'm rooting for the Finns, but I got to go play golf. Go Bears. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Florida Bigfoot says, X is always running behind these receivers this year, and he made the Pro Bowl. Go figure. Yet Waddle and Christian Wilkins got snubbed. He made the flag football Pro Bowl. The flag football Pro Bowl. The flag ball. The flag bowl. Whatever you want to call it. It's not real. I wouldn't even show up. I would be embarrassed. No way I would play in a flag football game as a Pro Bowl. Just wouldn't do it. My integrity as a ball player would be like, I'm not going. It ain't happening. I'm not going to help you usher in this flag football era and do away with the game I love so you can stick it. I don't need the accolades. Doesn't matter. Crap to me. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't play flag football. What is up with our, well, it's funny you say, what is up with our D-backs not getting any big picks this season? I mean, other than early against the, was it the Bills where they made that interception just about in the end zone? No, they haven't done anything. No. Jimbo, you're right. Not only would I not go, I wouldn't even watch. I bet none of you guys who are actual football fans are going to turn into the Flag Bowl. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. X, in my opinion, is done. What do you mean? Because unless he quits, which I doubt, he's going to be back. He just signed a big-ass contract. So we're stuck with him. We're stuck with X-Man. Just saying. At this point, Demetrius says, at this point, I'm looking for Boyer to have a conversation with him. Got our defense looking stupid. Feel like we're holding on for dear life here, aren't we? I just hope they don't put us in a situation where Skylar's got to go 75 or 80 yards to try and get it into the playoffs. But it will be an interesting discussion on Monday if we get in. Because at this point, there's no reason why Tua shouldn't be ready to go. Play action pass. Flacco rolls out, throws a pass to his tight end for about 6 or 7. So it's going to be 2 yards for the first down. So it's going to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Still 21-17 on the scoreboard in Buffalo. We're holding on to a 3-point lead. They're moving the ball. They're making Flacco look like a 25-year-old quarterback. 3rd and 1, need a big stop here. 3rd and 1 from looks like about the 22-yard line. 26-yard line, sorry. They got a big tackle in his fullback, extra tight end. There's a handoff, and he gets it because of our shitty tackling, so they've got a first down. That's a good stat to look at. How many touchdowns have we scored without Tua? Very, 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 very. That's an interesting stat. All right, the Jets are moving. Jets are definitely moving down the field. They got the first down. Raekwon Davis made the tackle, but unfortunately he made it a couple yards beyond the first down. All right, they're on the 21-yard line. There's a Jalen Phillips, and who else is over there? Jalen Phillips and 21. 21 is Eric Rowe. Good to see him back in the game for a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They brought a run blitz up on this play. Good call by Josh Boyer. They knew he was going to run. Jalen Phillips came in. Eric Rowe slanted on the play, and they caught him like 3 or 4 yards deep. So it's going to be 2nd and 13, 2nd and 14 on this next play. 12:50 left in the 4th. Man, talk about pressure. Talk about pressure. They're on the 25-yard line. There's a snap. Oh, now they just ran a corner blitz at Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco intuitively threw it at the corner where the guy was coming from. Didn't even look. He just knew if this guy is blitzing, the guy out there is going to be wide open. He threw it. There was nobody there, so it's 3rd and 12. Mr. Buttflakes, what's going on? Mr. Buttflakes fills us in and says Raheem Mostert may not return to the game. I don't want to hear that. If you're Raheem Mostert, you have to, unless you can't hold the ball. 3rd and 12, big play. Flacco is in a shotgun. Garrett Wilson goes in motion. Bring the heat, guys. We're going to have a penalty on this play. Somebody call a penalty. It's got to be on them. I mean, if not, they're going to call offsides on us. But I saw their guys moving. Come on. Be right here. Illegal motion. That's going to be on them. So it's 3rd and 17. Nice. Very nice. Gary Collins says, even if we make the playoffs, nobody's going to fear us or take us seriously. We'll just be a quick, easy win. That depends on if the Dolphins win and the Buffalo Bills win, what gets announced on Monday. I can tell you right now, if we get into playoffs and Tua's not playing, it's over for him. 3rd and 17. Flacco's in a shotgun on about the 30-yard line. Inside handoff. Guy's wide open. He's still running, and they get him down. So they were playing for the points here. So they're going to basically tie it up. That's what they want to do here. Javon Holland, yes, he's played very well. Absolutely. All right, field goal attempt is coming out here. NFL wants this game to go to OT, or you're absolutely right, Tom. The NFL has actually at this point decided this thing is going to go to OT. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I love your comment here. Tony, are you agreeing about Tua being done if the Dolphins get in the playoff and he's not playing? Let me know if that's what you were saying. Let's see. So it's 6-6, guys. Yeah, if Tua is back, I mean, you saw in my preview, everybody was saying it. Like Stephen A. Smith, Damian Woody, Shamu, everybody is saying if Tua is back, if the Dolphins make the playoffs, yes, they could beat anybody. So I'm saying let's get through the game. But after the game, everybody's going to be looking to see what Mike McDaniel says. Is Tua ready? Are you gonna put him in? And by Monday or Tuesday, that announcement's gonna have to be made. Tua's ready to go. And if he doesn't make that announcement, he's done. He's done. I say. Hey, Tony, what's going on, brother? Man, this is, you know what's funny? Those of you who have been here with me on a lot of these games, there hasn't been a single game this season. Well, anyway, the Texans. But even then, we're like, oh my God, they're coming back. There hasn't been a single game where we started the fourth quarter and went, hey guys, we got this. Everything's good. They got the guys mopping up. We're up by 30 points. We're going to win. That's just not normal. Mike McDaniel has to realize, man, you need to beat the teams you're supposed to beat and finish them. Put the boot on the jugular. Even a Texas game, we're all sitting here going, oh my God, they're coming back. They're going to have to put Tua back in. They're going to score all these points. But other than that, every game is like come down to the wire. And here we go again. John says, even if we get in, I honestly don't believe Tua is coming back. I think he's done for the year. Could be. Could be. I don't see someone who can't even stand on the sidelines being ready to play next weekend. If you can play next weekend, remember, he hasn't even gone past like 1 or 2 steps in the protocol in 2 weeks, to the point where Mike McDaniel has to tell everybody, hey man, I can only talk about today. I can't talk about tomorrow. Okay. I agree. And we'll have 2 comments spoken on this live stream. I've been trying for weeks to make it out of the boarding up in the world. Tony, I hope you're right, Tony, and I hope he's not done for the year. Actually, I hope he's not done for the year, and I hope we're not done for the year as well. All right, 6-6, 11:59 left in the fourth. The kick is off, and it's out of the end zone. Interestingly enough, they had Jalen Waddle back to receive that punt. Tyreek just jogged back onto the field, so he's going to give it a go. See what happens. Let's go, Skylar. Waddle's out there. Tyreek's out there. I've noticed they've been using Gesicki a lot more today, so obviously Skylar is comfortable with him. I've even seen Eric Ezukama on the field, and Gesicki is back out there again. Two tight ends. Durham Smythe is out there as well, so he's got 2 tight ends, 2 big targets, the little guys, and what the hell are they doing with Jeff Wilson way out here on the slot? They're doing a trick play of some sort, and let's see what they do. The ball goes to, they called a flag on it. Oh, how come no flag on it roughing there? Buffalo has now gone up 28-17. So they're in the third quarter. They call the legal shift on the Dolphins. Hey, Mr. Boyer, are you around? Do you know what's going on, Mr. Boyer? Tell us.
And don't beat yourself. I think that puts you in the best position to win.
I don't even know what that play formation was. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. No, almost stupidest thing. He's done some stupid stuff before. All right, so now it's 1st and 15 in your own 20-yard line. Buffalo Bills are up by 11 points. Skyler's back to throw. He dumps it off to Jeff Wilson, and that's going to go for maybe 2 or 3 yards. Wow. Mark Craven, you're absolutely right. They got Sauce Gardner is down on the field. I don't wish injury upon anybody, but Sauce Gardner not being able to play for whatever reason, at this point, you got to pick on whoever's coming out there. Robert Saleh is coming out to see. Let's see when he got hurt. All right, so when he got hurt was on that play. He tried to tackle Jeff Wilson, and Jeff Wilson just ate him alive and bent him in half. Literally bent him in half. So Sauce Gardner is down on the field. Again, I don't wish injury on any player. That's not how I roll with things. I don't look for that. But now he's going to have to come off. And if Mike McDaniel has any kind of brain, if he hasn't turned into the scarecrow and Dorothy's not calling these plays, you better put Jalen Waddle or Tyreek out on whoever comes in. The guy's coming in cold, and take a shot. If Sauce Gardner couldn't cover these guys without cheating. His replacement is burnable, absolutely burnable. So let's see what you do here. Want to get the ball to Mostert, but Mostert is hurt. So we'll see what happens. Sam says, bring Midas back. He's sleeping. He sleeps like 14 hours a day. He's only like 4 years old. He sleeps like 14 hours a day. Tony, what's going on, brother? Tony says, Wilson is a beast. Glad to see getting more guys with the ball. Miami Mac says, Sauce slipped on his own sauce. Maybe Tua is watching the baby. No comment. No comment. How is that not a personal foul for that guy slammed me? We don't get calls. The referees, you just have to know that unless it's something innocuous like illegal motion, they'll call that, but they're not calling any serious plays. Let us break down. It says, maybe Tua is purposely not on the sideline because it feels like it would be distracting to Skylar. So what you're saying in your excuse here is the third string quarterback would have no value of talking to QB1, who also happens to be the captain of the team. What is wrong with you people? Has the world gone so soft that you think, Skylar would be out there and... Come on, man. We're talking about professional athletes. What do you mean distracting? Come on. All right, 2nd and 13. Let's see what they bring up here. Skylar is in the shotgun. Tyreek is coming across to be on with that new Sauce Gardner's replacement. He's looking for him. He's throwing deep. There you go. You pick on the new guy. And there's a catch by Mike Gesicki for about 30 yards. Boom. He did it. He did exactly what you're supposed to do. I don't know where Tyreek went, but they took a shot at the replacement, and the guy was lost. Absolutely lost. Okay, I see what they did. They let Tyreek run the guy deep. They brought Gesicki in underneath, and Gesicki made an awesome catch and held on to the ball 30 yards downfield. I didn't like the throw. I don't think the throw could have been better, but he got it there, and Gesicki pulled it down. Why is Gesicki playing with Skylar but not with Tua? I don't understand. All right. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Inside handoff to Jeff Wilson. It goes from like 2 or 3. Tell me why we're seeing Durham Smythe and Mike Gesicki on the field when, Skylar's playing, but not when Tua's out there. Doesn't make any sense. So many things don't make sense. Yeah, Vipey. Yeah, the Buffalo Bills heard from their guy who nearly died, and our guy's just not around. All right, here we go. But right now, we can't worry about that. 2nd and 6 from the 45-yard line. Man coming in motion. Play action. Get rid of it. Oh, no flag there either, huh? Okay, so Durham Smythe, they're going to just let that go as well. It looks like the guy got tangled up in Durham Smythe's legs, but we don't get a call. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's interference, guys. They call that interference in the NFL when you're holding on to a receiver. We don't get that call. We don't get that call. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He lit Leandro. You're absolutely right. He did absolutely push him. Not getting the call. Okay, 3rd and 8. And Tyreek's in motion. We got another penalty. What's this one going to be? Are we going to get delayed game? What is it? 3rd and 8. This is inexcusable. This is inexcusable. You understand why at this point people are talking about him being fired and Sean Payton or somebody coming in? Because this is inexcusable. Unbelievable. All right, 3rd and 8. I guess no harm, no foul. I don't know what that was. you're absolutely right, Richard. If we can see it, he surely can see it. But he doesn't want to say it. Doesn't want to tell the NFL, get off our backs. Might make it worse. 3rd and 8 from the 46-yard line. Looks like Sauce Gardner is back in the game. Yeah, he is back in the game. He's covering Waddle on the bottom. Snap. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You're going to get sacked. Throw the damn ball. He gets it out. Does a shot put out to Gesicki for about 4 or 5 yards. So it's going to be 4th down, and I'd say 4. And at this point, 4th and 6, they're calling it. I don't know if Jason Sanders has a leg. We got a hurt lineman down. Another hurt lineman on the play. One of the new guys. Man. It just rains. It pours in Miami. He's lucky to have scrambled from there. He was lucky to get the ball out to Gesicki. We're going to have the balls on about the 40-yard line. I don't know if he can kick it from here. You're right, John. He does not have a pocket presence at all. It just collapses around him. Now we're down to here, and we have nobody to replace this guy. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater can throw the ball. He might be able to hand it off. Cedric Wilson, who was like a alternate, he's out. So we're going to try a 50-plus yard field goal again because Skylar's on the sidelines. Let's see what we do. 4th and 6. Taking a lot of time. I don't know what's going on here. Sauce Gardner. Who took a timeout? I don't know if the Jets did or what. But Wildcat would be something. Yeah, put Tyreek or Jalen in a Wildcat. Or not even them. Jeff Wilson. And just see what you can do. Man, this is crazy. Teddy Trashwater. Teddy's probably... I'm reading some of the comments, and most of them, your frustration isn't allowing me to put this stuff on screen because it's like, oh my God, what the heck are we doing? While you're watching X Howard, who has lost a step, y'all right before, who's this? What's this saying? While you're watching Xavier Howard, who's lost a step, y'all right before your eyes, draft 2 quarterbacks, get a backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, Tom Brady for a year. Everybody can see it. And at this point, we got 9 minutes left to see what we can do in this season. It looks like the Buffalo Bills are getting that game done the way we needed to. Now it's all on us. It's all on the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, number 71 is being hobbled off the field. Unbelievable. Another lineman goes down. 4th and 6, and we're punting. So he's going to rely on the defense. Let's fire the training staff because these industries. Yeah, you're right. Lamar Jackson, he's kind of plastic too. He gets hurt all the time. And so the ball is punted. The guy, Barrios catches it. He goes out of bounds on about the 10-yard line. So Joe Flacco in the Jets will have the ball at about the 10-yard line with 9:05 left in the game. The season. 9 minutes and 5 seconds left in the season. Or extend the season. Maybe the defense can make a play here. Could the defense possibly step up? Get a fumble? Get an interception? Okay, Flacco is in a shotgun. He's standing basically on about his own 7-yard line for this play. 9 minutes in your season. Leave it all on the field. Inside handoff fake. Flacco throws it and complete to, is that Garrett Wilson again? Wait a minute. If they call that complete, then that's got to be a fumble. So I don't know what they're going to say here because they're going to wave off the fumble, obviously. So they're going to say it's incomplete. And Garrett Wilson definitely caught that ball. You may see the Jets challenge this and say it was a completion and he was down. I can't disagree with that. I think that Garrett Wilson caught the ball, retained possession, and then his knee came down. The Jets may challenge this. And they're not going to have time, I guess. Nope. 2nd and 10, and he hands off the ball to the left side, gets nowhere. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. The clock is still running. Now you're going to let's go after Flacco. get the ball back. Go after Flacco, get this ball. That might have been a fumble as well. That was, I don't know. These calls are so quick. I mean, he was touched, obviously. He was down. It's close enough where it doesn't matter because we don't have any challenge flags left. So it's on a defensive shoulder right now. 3rd and 9. Flacco's in the shotgun. Watch out for Garrett Wilson. Get some pressure on him. Good pressure. Good pressure. They're chasing him out. He just throws it on the run and shit. Garrett Wilson makes the catch. They chased it. The defensive line did everything they were supposed to do. Xavier Howard just got burnt again. Unbelievable. Defensive line chases Flacco out. Wow. Flacco throws it to save his life, and Garrett Wilson just beat our guys. Unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable. All right. 1st and 10. Quick throw. Whoa. And Flacco was trying a wide receiver screen, but I don't think he knew the play because nobody else did. It just went whizzing by. So anyway, I wouldn't say the linebackers suck. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was all the D-backs. Let's bring Flacco here. He's looking like Brady right now. I told you at the beginning of the game, this guy has got an arm. He can make it happen. All we have to do is make sure he doesn't have time. He ran out the pocket on that one and still got it completed. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 10. Good pressure. He just threw it up again. He threw it up and oh no. That should have been uncatchable. Are they calling interference on Cahu? LL Cool, there's nothing I can do about that. If we're behind, we're behind. So they call interference, which there was interference on that play. I can't. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It was uncatchable, but they're not going to go for that. They're not going to go for that. It's 1st and 10. Notice I said Flacco just threw it up. He's letting the wide receiver run under it. He didn't care. So they're at the 50-yard line with 7:20 left. Flacco's under center. And they ran the ball, and he got stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins just blew that play up. The clock's still running. 7:14, 7:13. 2nd and 10 right here. It's coming down to the end. Yeah, I saw that, Leandro. The ref did have his hands on his flag, waiting to call it. Waiting to call it. All right, 2nd and 11. Flacco is in the shotgun. They're on the 50-yard line. They're coming with a blitz. He's got him. He threw right where the blitz was. Both players did what they were supposed to do. Javon Holland came on the blitz, untouched, came after Flacco. Flacco, as a consummate pro, as a veteran, knows just throw to where the blitz is coming from. Somebody out there is going to be open. Luckily, it didn't get caught. Not Sauce Gardner. Garrett Wilson is just eating our secondary up, just eating them up. So now we're at 3rd 11. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Even on that pass that he completed, he threw Xavier Howland around. 3rd and 11. Bring the heat again. Here's Flacco. Are we getting pressure? We got pressure on him. He throws the ball, and I don't know if he caught it or not. Looks like they're going to give it to him. He's short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and 1, and you know who he threw it to. I mean, why they are double teaming him? They just can't stop it. So it's going to be 4th and 2. Garrett Wilson with another amazing catch. I don't know. That could be iffy. He can't challenge it. He used his challenge up already. Meanwhile, while we're talking about our defense falling apart, 11:37 in Buffalo, and the Patriots just scored. So it's 28-24. He is going to challenge this. Where's my Wusa thing? Wusa. I need some Wusa. Wusa. Yeah. Woosah. I can't deal with this crap week after week after week, guys. Woosah. Unbelievable. So we got 28-24 up in Buffalo with about 11 and a half minutes to go. Hope it's overturned. I see grass on the bottom of that arm there, so hopefully it's overturned. Let's see what happens. That has to be overturned. It would have to be. I'm seeing it hit the dirt. Yes, I don't know, but you know they're not giving us any close calls. Clayback. See, I get yelled at. So if I push for Sean Payton and Tom Brady, I get yelled at. People say I'm giving up, I'm turning my back. I'm not turning my back. I'm just saying. Unbelievable. George Willett. George, are you advocating drug use here? I need another Quaalude. The Dolphins will push you to drink, won't they? This should be an easy call. What are they taking so long for? Are they waiting for the call from Goodell to tell them what the score is in Buffalo? I mean, what's going on here? Yeah, Miami Mac. It looked like he dragged it on the grass. It looked like it to me. Unbelievable. Okay, here's the ruling. I see people clapping. Did they overturn? Yep, it was reversed. Oh my God, we got a call. Thank you. Oh, good gosh. His first successful challenge of the season. Mike McDaniel finally got a challenge. So it's 4th and 11. So at this point, they are going to have to kick it. It's going to be too far for a field goal at this point. So they're going to have to kick the ball. Refs are running around right now. Nothing's going on. Oh, thank gosh. All right, 6:37 left. This drive has got to be it. Got to have it on this drive. If I look like I'm fading into the sun here, it's because it's so bright here in Boca. There's the kick. And let's see who's back there. On the 10-yard line, Javon Holland calls for a fair catch. All right. This might be the drive of Mike McDaniel's career. This might be it. I mean, this is it. 6-6. Do not want to go into overtime with the rookie quarterback. Do not want to go into overtime with Garrett Wilson eating up our secondary. Got to do it here. Got to do it. Doug, I think you get one per half. So I think that's where you got the second challenge. I think. All right, here we go. Need a drive. Mostly need to use up the clock and have a drive. And I said earlier, oh my God, I don't want to put this into Jason Sanders' hands or feet, but this is going to be some serious pressure on this young quarterback to have the ball down here on your own 6 or 7. Sauce Gardner is not in the game. I don't know if Tyreek is. Tyreek is in the game. This is where something can happen. Inside, get rid of it, Skylar. Throw the damn ball. Ugh. In fact, I don't even know what to say. That play just didn't work. Didn't work at all. Why Mike McDaniel didn't take the time to run it right then. You have Jeff Wilson. I don't know if Raheem is back out there, but I'm seeing something that Tua has said over and over again. Skylar just made the notification that he can't hear the play. There's something wrong. They're not communicating the play in. That's been a problem over and over. Even Tua has said the communication isn't right. That's squarely on Mike McDaniel. All right, 2nd and 10. 6:24 left. Skylar's in a shotgun on his own 10-yard line. Inside handoff. And Jeff Wilson's going to get the first down and more. He's still running. Thank you.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I'm looking at the scoreboard in New England, and it's 28-23 up there. So I don't know if New England missed the extra point, but it's 28-23 with 9:46 left in that game. Jeff Wilson got this good blocking, all the way good blocking by River Craycraft at the point of attack as well. Sauce Gardner is still not in this game. Waddle's in motion. Waddle comes back in motion. Inside handoff to Jeff Wilson again. This one goes for 1 or 2. That's okay. Take it. Take it. Take it. Cameron C., who is watching the Buffalo game, says that New England went for 2 and did not get it. So they're at a 5-point deficit up in Buffalo. Thank you, Cameron. Thanks, Chris Harrelson, for that as well. Yeah, Sauce Gardner, helmet off. He's not coming back. 5:17. You remember that Tyreek is open. I mean, Waddle or Tyreek may be on a second string person. There's a throw that went nowhere. No. That's a drop pass. All right, Skylar made a wrong decision there. Whatever play Mike McDaniel called for a short, quick pass. Jets got in too quick, and then Skylar almost hung his wide receiver or tight end out to dry. 5:04 left in the fourth, 3rd and 9. Big play. And again, nope. Tyreek was not open. Waddle was not open, so his only outlet was Durham Smythe. 3rd and 9. He's in a shotgun, empty backfield. So the Jets will be coming, and he'll have somebody open on his field. There it is. There's a snap. They are coming. Get rid of it. Wow, man. If I knew what was coming, he had to have known, hey, you got an empty backfield against one of the best rushing teams in the NFL. You know they're coming for you. You're not going to have time to gallywag around back there. Throw the friggin' ball. Now, it's 4th down. By the way, Buffalo just scored again. It's 35-23. So this is all on us. This is all on the Miami Dolphins. Don't even have to look up there anymore. Here's the punt. We've got 4:56. We only have 2 timeouts. The Jets have 1. First man missed. He's still running on the field. Okay, they're at the 27-yard line with 4:44 left. Yeah, you're right. This is totally on Mike McDaniel. You got 4 minutes in your season. 4 minutes in your season. Again, I don't know if you guys were watching this on TV. I've had enough with it. I can't keep saying it, but Tyreek was basically tackled on that play. No call. No call whatsoever. They're just not going to call it. Unbelievable. It's going to have to be on the defense, guys. We're going to have to force something. A turnover. All right, 4:44 left. Here we go. Flacco is under center. Play action. He's being chased, and he just throws it. They chased him out of the pocket. All right, 2nd and 10. The problem I'm having is that the defensive line is being held on every single play. Every single play. This one looked like intentional ground. Yes, it was intentional. Joe Biden. You called him Joe Biden Flacco. Well, he did rumble around like an old man back there. That's for sure. There's nobody back there. So, now the refs are conferring about it because, hey guys, it's 6-6. I don't know if Roger would want us calling this penalty on the Jets. Don't you understand? Oh, they called it intentional grounding. So, yep, second down. Okay, loss of down and everything. So there was nobody there. But that's what Flacco has been doing all game. But when he's been whipping the ball like that, somehow Garrett Wilson finds where he needs to be. But there was nobody on that side. So it's 2nd and 20. Oh gosh. 2nd and 20. Bring 2nd 24. Do me a favor, cover Garrett Wilson and bring the heat on Flacco. That's all you got to do. 3-man rush, and he just dumps it off into the flat. So it's going to be 3rd and, I don't know, 18 or 19. Okay, here's what you do, Josh Boyer. Double team, triple team, do whatever you need to do to make sure that Garrett Wilson is covered. Joe Flacco is going to look for Garrett Wilson if he has time. So what you got to do here is bring the heat on Flacco and blanket Garrett Wilson. Don't interfere. Tell your guys. Okay, so here we go. 3rd and 18. You know he's going for Garrett Wilson. 3rd and 18. Good pass rush. He throws it underneath. Guess who caught it? That man. Yep. And they stopped him. Thank God. They stopped him. All right, so they're going to get the ball back. It's going to be 4th and maybe 13, I don't know, 10 or so. 3:46 left in the season. Buffalo is still up 35-23, so got to have it here. Got to have it. It looks like they're putting Tyreek in to cover catch the punt. They're bringing Tyreek Hill to run back the punt. This scares me. He hasn't had much practice doing this, unless he's been doing it in practice. But let's see. 3:16, 3:15 time is running. High snap. There's the kick. And what a crappy kick. What a crappy kick. Okay, it bounced. All right, so we're going to have the ball on the 31-yard line. 3 minutes left in the season. Here we go. This is it. Miami with the ball on their own 32. Everything that we've watched for an entire season comes down to the next 3 minutes with a 3rd-string rookie quarterback. If I'm Mike McDaniel, I'm running the ball. I only need to get 25 or 30 yards here. I don't want to put Jason Sanders in that position, but we're going to have to at this point. Don't do anything stupid. He's in a shotgun. Jeff Wilson is to his right. There's the snap. Play action. He's got protection. Throw the damn ball or run it. He's running it. He's running it. And he gets out of bounds. Maybe like a 5 or 6 yard gain. But he got out of bounds. Whew. I think the clock will still run as we're not under 2 minutes yet. Let's see what they do here. Let's see who was open. Yeah, Jalen Waddle was open. He just didn't get it to him. Didn't get it to him. Pablo Studio, you're absolutely right. I'm off the... I won't say I'm off the Skylar Thompson wagon. I'm just going to say the kid's not ready. I think he's showing some skills. He's just not ready. Tom Brady could definitely help him. All right, 2nd and 8. There's a snap. They're bringing heat. Throw the damn ball. Oh, good. Tyreek came back for it. Wow.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
If Tyreek didn't come back for that ball, that would have been possibly something really bad for the Dolphins. No, actually, that was Jalen Waddle. Excuse me. Okay. But Jalen Waddle came back for the ball. So now we're at about the 42-yard line. Good catch. Good. He secured it. Very good. Actually did get a decent throw off. All right, so we're he's under center right now at about the 41-yard line, and a blown play, and that's going to go nowhere. That's going to happen. Unfortunately, it happened, but again, miscommunication. How are you in the 18th week of an NFL season and you don't communicate the right plays? I don't know. I can't tell you. John, I can't put your thing on this. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, you didn't say the actual word. Yeah, more effing stupidity. Unbelievable. Papa Pagan says, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. We've been in the Twilight Zone for 18 weeks. Better half of almost 5 months we've been in the Twilight Zone. If we win, the media will blame it on the loss of Gardner, even if we run every play. I don't care who they blame it on if we win. I don't care who they say. We could have had lightning strike one of their plays. We just got to win. No one's going to talk about the missed pass interference plays that these guys have had, or, that we weren't playing our QB1 or QB2. We're down to QB3, a rookie QB3. Mostert got hurt earlier, so he's not available for us. He's not available. Admit who sucks. Skylar? No, I can't admit Skylar sucks. I'm not going to put that on a kid. He's a rookie. He's a rookie quarterback. He's had limited experience with the first team getting reps. I can't say he sucks. There's no way I would even approach Skylar sucks. Skylar is underdeveloped. He's a project. He's going to need, obviously, what we can see, 2 or 3 years. So, JR, you may be right. As much as we don't want to put this in Jason Sanders' hands, I think we're going to have to. I play for the field goal at this point. We need it. 6 minutes left. Looks like the Bills are going to take care of business up there. We need to take care of business here. Miscommunication, you're right, is on McDaniel. He needs to have players held accountable. I'm tired of hearing the same excuse every post-game presser. You're absolutely right. The last time, Miami Max says, last time we went to the playoffs was in 2016 and lost in a wild card round against Pittsburgh. I don't think anybody wants to go to the playoffs and lose, but I think not going to the playoffs is an F on the report card of this team. No other way. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in the season. 2 timeouts, 2nd and 9. Play smart here. You're at about the 43-yard line. Skylar's in a shotgun. Sherfield's in motion. There's a snap. They're bringing a good blitz. He's throwing it down the middle of the field to Waddle. Waddle's going to get pulled down hard, and they're going to call a 15-yard penalty on the Jets. I think it was a horse collar. So with that penalty, we may be in field goal range already. Let me see. Yeah, that's full on horse collar right there. Boom. So we're going to add 15 yards to the play right now. Yep, that's a horse collar. 15 yards. So we're just about there. Just about there. Ugh. 1st and 10, 1:53 left. Pittsburgh is winning their game 28-14 over Cleveland. Unfortunately, Jalen Waddle looks hurt. He sprung back up, but he's limping as well. So we're limping into the playoffs if we get in, buddy. We're limping in. Waddle is now limping. We know Tyreek is limping. Jason Sanders may be our only hope at this point. Let's see what happens. So Sauce Gardner is back on the field, so that excuse is no longer. Wow, here we go. 1st and 10. Jalen Waddle is gingerly walking off the field. Not sure he's going to make it back. Tyreek is in the game. These guys got to feel it right now. All right, so I'm hearing from somebody here that Buffalo just intercepted the Patriots, and so that game is essentially over. It's 35-23, 4.5 left. Bills have the ball. 1st and 10. Skylar's got, he's in a shotgun. Sherfield goes in motion. Inside handoff for maybe, 1 or 2 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. Clock is running. 145, 144, 143. It's in our hands. What are we going to do here? I think we need at least 20 yards more to make it comfortable for Sanders. At least. New England is toast. Let's go. 1:19 left. And the ball, 2nd and 9. From the 38. Durham Smythe in motion. Inside handoff to, who is that? Is that Alvin Ahmed? 26, 28? Yeah, that's Alvin Ahmed. Nice Alvin Ahmed. Nice to step in and get some yards like that. Clock is still running. 3rd and 2. So we got 2 yards for the first down. and it looks like the Jets call their final timeout. Nice run. Very nice run. Nice block by Durham Smythe. He took the linebacker out. That's the kind of stuff that Mike Gesicki is supposed to have been doing, but he couldn't do. But nice blocking at point of attack. He gets downfield. 3rd and 2. Timeout. Let's go. Pablo, the Jets called the timeout. So that was on the Jets. We still have 2 timeouts left with 1:05 left to go in the season. Miami Mac says that Tua is at home right now doing Samoan warrior dances, getting ready for the playoffs. He better be. This game ain't over yet. Sanders is strapping on his helmet right now. I think everyone in the Hard Rock Stadium and everybody watching at home, every Dolphins fan would go, if they were able to win this game. 3rd and 2. 1 minute left, basically. Skylar is under center. This is probably going to be a handoff. And let's see. There it is. Handed the ball off. He got stuffed. So we're going to be kicking the ball from this is going to be about a 52-yard field goal. This is going to be about a 52-yard field goal. Let's see. Nobody blocked for Fisher on that one. They completely left the linebacker wide open. It was a classic Omaha drill. One-on-one, and this guy made a good stick. Williams just stuck him. So, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be about 48, 49 yards. They're going to bring it down to about 22 seconds. They're going to call timeout. Dan Marino is on the sideline. He's looking pissed. Dan Marino standing like this. Just like shaking his head. Not liking it. So the Miami brass is down on the field. This is it. Yeah, Elliot, I just saw that shot as well of Dan Marino not looking happy whatsoever. Nothing. All right, so 4th and 3. Let's go with a long slapper. This is long snapper and a holder. This has got to be perfect. It's going to be right at 50 yards. 50 yards. It's makeable for the season. There's a snap, bad hold. Did he get it down? Did he get it down? It's good. It's good. It's good. Yes. Yes. Playoffs, baby. Playoffs. 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 Playoffs.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
So all you people out there who said bad things about Jason Sanders, all you people who said bad things about Jason Sanders, me too. Me. I've said bad things about Jason Sanders. I have to own up to it. Jason Sanders, congratulations. Unbelievable, dude. You did it. You did it. The Dolphins are in the playoffs. Provided they don't run this kickback, just squib it, do whatever you got to do. Do not let Barrios run this kickback. Okay, here it is, the kick. Is it out of the end zone? Hopefully it's out of the end zone. Oh, no, it's not out of the end zone. Barrios is running. He's at the 20. He's at the 30, and he's brought down at the 32 with 13 seconds left. So I'm going to tell you right now, as I have told you, looks like they're reaching for a flag or something here. I don't know what they're doing. They're calling it a touchback. They're not allowing the run. I don't know why. But let me just tell you, Joe Flacco can throw the ball 50, 60 yards plus in the air. Let's see, why'd they call it a touchback? Ball hit in the end zone. That's right. Okay, so once it hits in the end zone, it's a touchback. So he can't run it back at that point. All right, 18 seconds left. Joe Flacco, I'm telling you, he can throw the ball 60 yards. Let's see what happens. They're not getting any kind of, oh, they held him. Flacco just threw a long one. Are they going to call interference on us? No flag, 12 seconds left. Garrett Wilson's pissed because he's gotten every call all game. But I can't believe they even let Garrett Wilson run around like that. Why are there not 4 guys around Garrett Wilson right now? All right, let's go. No interception. No pass interference. Ball's on the 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. They probably have 2 or 3 plays. They got no timeouts. If we can get a sack, it's over. If we can get a sack, it's over. Oh, he's throwing it. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson just basically Garrett Wilson and Flacco crying. There you go, man. I'm glad you feel it. 30 years waiting. 30 years. Congratulations, brother. This is so good, man. 5 seconds left. I'm going to do one of those laterals or whatever. Let's see what happens here. Man. Let's see. There's the snap. Yep, they're going to do one of those crazy lateral plays. This goes to Garrett Wilson. He throws it back to Flacco. You can't throw it again, Flacco. You got to throw it backwards. And did we score? Tom, you're right. I got to tell the wife. Got to tell the wife. We got at least another week. Good gosh, man. Good gosh. Congratulations to all of you. All of you who endured this season and its ups and downs. Congratulations to every single one of you. Enjoy it for the next 7 days. Nobody can take it away from the Miami Dolphins are in the playoffs. We backed in. They went out there on the field, did their best. The defense played up here. Congratulations. Not even going to worry about anything right now. We're in the playoffs. Let's just hold our breath until Monday morning or Monday afternoon. Monday afternoon, we need to hear. Where is Tua? Wow. Unbelievable. There's still 2 minutes left in the New England Patriots game, but they're down by 12 points. So I think this is it, guys. I think we are in the playoffs. There's not much more to talk about. A lot of guys are going to do post-game things in here. Here's the post-game. We won. That's it. There's nothing to break down. There's no plays to break down. The walking wounded of the Miami Dolphins were able to secure a victory against the New York Jets. Yes, one more week. We'll all see you guys here next week. Tell your friends, next week is big. John, if you're still on, I'm going to check that email. Nice hanging with you, Robert. Thanks for showing up. We got another week at least. And Brian Flores isn't in the playoffs. You had to be the one to bring that up. Oh, man. Unreal. This season, I'll tell you one thing. In my fandom, maybe in Notre Dame I had it, I have not seen a season where every single game has come down to the fourth quarter and somehow this team found the intestinal fortitude to get it into the playoffs. You got there, guys. Now you're in the playoffs. The locker room's probably on cloud 9 right now. This is it, man. Skylar got us there. It's just amazing. It's amazing this team is in the playoffs. Whatever happens, let's just hope Tua is ready. Let's hope Tua is ready to play. Thank you, brother. Thanks for showing up. I'm happy. You're happy. We're all ending this first Sunday of January. I think it is. Yeah, it's a Sunday. Yeah. No, January 1st was the first Sunday. But whew, we did it, guys. They did it. I got to give these guys all the credit in the world. Mike McDaniel, now you got to start fresh. You got to completely start fresh. You got to have Tua. We got to know what Tua is going on, man. We got to know. We got to know what's going on with Tua. Guys, you watch this. There's nothing to break down. What you just saw was heart. There's nothing to break down. Yeah, the refs were screwing us. Forget about it. Don't look back at this point. I don't want to look back. I don't want to take game film and look back on this. It doesn't matter. You got into the playoffs playing your rookie third-string quarterback after all the adversity you've had. Doesn't matter what plays were run because they weren't the plays you're going to run next week. You got a new player. Man, unbelievable. And by the way, I know you guys are all happy and you're looking at Skylar, but if you go on Twitter, don't look up the term Skylar and don't click on it. It's full of porn. Full of porn. So, but then again, I might have just directed you to something you want to see. Oh, yeah, Jimmy, you know what? It's funny. Your name is what it is. Free Tua. Free Tua. We got to have Tua. Man. Zonka would run. Yes, he would. Way to go, Finns. Absolutely. I'm just sticking around here and talking to some of you guys. Unbelievable, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just ecstatic. It's 4 o'clock, and I just don't feel like even turning off the camera. It's just been awesome that we got to the playoffs. Now, let's go ahead. Johnny Laporte. Elliot Bernie says, I'm overcome with joy, have some tears. This is great. Shape the offseason or done and fix what needs fixed. Yeah, I agree with that. Thanks, Orlando. Thank you very much. Captain Biggs, you got it, man. God willing, yes, you will see me in 7 days. I'll listen even though I could watch, but the only game I could watch this season, Finn's lost, so no jinxing it by me. Dude, it's okay. It's okay. What's going on, brother? Thank you very much. Yes, Dolphins, baby. How is it likely? Okay, this is a big question here. How likely is it Tua will play, you think? Well, it's an easy answer. If he's healthy, he'll play, and if he's not, he won't. And if he's not healthy for the first playoff game in his career, he's likely not coming back. I mean, let's just say it. If he's not ready to play in a playoff game, we're not going to see him again. And I love the kid, all my heart. But that's it, man. 11-6. 11-6. I thought it was 12-6. Wasn't it 12-6? Or they call him a safety? I don't know what they're doing. Where'd they get the 11 from? Maybe it's a safety on that crazy play. But Rob, I hope he is. I really hope he's playing. Tua needs to play. Marina knows that. If Tua doesn't play, he's lost the fan base. He's got to play. Got to play. Unbelievable. Let's go. Tua can play. Yeah. Oh, there was a safety on there. Okay, cool. Sam says Tua is playing. We're all gonna have to wait till Monday. That is the only question the Dolphins have to answer right now. Teron Armstead, he'll be fine in another week. No problem there. We're gonna have him back. Probably gonna have Raheem Mostert back. Probably gonna be nearly full strength. Except what's going on with QB1? They gotta tell us. That's it. It's over. Prayers for Tua. Yes. The sniper, bring him back. We need to find Tua. We need to find out where they've stashed him and bring him out to the game. Guys, I'm going to go grab something to eat. Ladies, thank you as well. We won. We're in the playoffs. Let's do this. Talk to you guys well before next Sunday. We'll probably be doing something every single day. Every single day we're going to lead up to the playoffs. You can count on it every single day. It might be evening broadcast, 6:30, some different things, but every single day we're going to talk about this going into the playoffs. Talk to you guys